Hey guys, and welcome back to the TEC Gauntlet Season 1, powered by WD Black and AMD Ryzen Radeon. We're back here with the second half, and this time on the panel, I'm going to be joined with Universe caster for today and Aggressive, our analyst. So Universe, how are you feeling? Big smiles.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. You know it. We got a big match coming up today, and it's gonna
Oh
be
yeah.
absolutely amazing. After that first half, though, I'm expecting to see a whole lot of gunfire and a lot of fireworks to pop up into this match. Samurai Esports and ROG Academy, both of them have proved themselves that they deserve to be at the top of this competition. And seeing these two teams go against each other, I mean, we were all waiting for one of a matchup of this kind.
All right, and Assassin, how are you feeling?
Aggressive, actually. Okay,
Aggressive.
but I can be assassin. But I can be assassin for you. Don't worry.
Aggressive Assassin, my bad. Aggressive.
Yes. No worries. Now moving on down forward, honestly, ROG Academy versus Samurai Esports. This is a match that we've been really looking forward to, primarily because ROG, they've proven themselves to be one of the top contenders of our region. They started off together as a new roster, and they are going together, and they're being a cohesive unit slowly but surely. The same goes for Samurai. They are just so aggressive every single time, and the fact that they're able to slow things down just a tiny little bit and adjust to one another is really what's putting them into the driver's seat once again. But at the same time,
Right.
with the recent shifts to the meta, I'm really looking forward to see how Samurai are going to adapt, or will they be still defaulting back to their old strategies until they figure something out?
All right, so coming up, it's going to be ROG Academy up against Samurai Esports. Earlier, we did watch Enigma Gaming take the series for themselves over the esports team. It was a 2-0 scoreline. So ROG Academy and Samurai Esports, they're up next. Let's have a quick look at the group standings as well and have a look at where they're currently at. Samurai Esports, they have been fighting really hard through the competition. So far it's been 1 win and 1 loss, just like ROG Academy. So this ultimately makes the matchup a game to watch on which team can overtake the other, because if you win, that's 2 extra points, and that's going to shoot you right up the ladder. So you're going to take that 4th spot right there. So Samurai Esports and ROG Academy, a lot is riding on this particular match. So let's begin with ROG Academy, a team that was put together after a program. They have been fighting really hard. We've seen their magnificence. We know what they're capable of. You see these names. Aggressive, let us know. What are your thoughts on them?
This team literally caught my eye since the day one when I first initially casted them back during the qualifier stages. They are absolutely incredible when it comes down to their raw talent. All of the players are mixing together well as a cohesive unit as well. All these players are really showcasing what they can do to take a lot of the strategies that were previously used by other teams and then elevate it to the next level slowly but surely by adding a little bit of spice here and there. They're trying to reach the top epsilons of our entire region, and they're getting there. But at the same time, it's all a learning experience. And for the side of RG Academy, this is a chance for them to showcase what they've really learned and take it down to the next level, because now their biggest test is on the field, and this is a tiebreaker for them. Because if ROG lose out here on a 2-0, they're gonna be in a massive ditch that they will probably not be able to climb out of.
All right. What are your thoughts, Universe, on ROG Academy?
I think I have to agree with Aggressive over here because this is a team that we've seen as like they've not been together for too long, but they have proved that they can come up and perform at the highest level, and they have been doing for the first two matches that they played. I mean, they won one, they lost one. It's not too much of a harm done because they have a bit more to be going for. And to be honest, Samurai Esports is on the same page right now. And like you said, Apo, this is about who takes forward, who takes a step forward, and who overtakes the other. And that I think is gonna be one of ROG's main points as to they finally make a stand in this tournament as to we are not going to be dominated by the big league teams. We're going to try to show up that what we can be among them as well. And so ROG Academy have the potential, have the players. The only thing left to see is whether or not they're going to be able to pull it all the way to the match victory.
All right, so let's have a quick look at the player spotlight brought to you by AMD Ryzen Radeon. And from the side of ROG Academy, we're going to have a look at Clouda. How many times have we seen him? He's been around in the scene for as long as we can remember. Very consistent. When you see Clouda, you know that something is about to pop off. So Aggressive, what are your thoughts here on Clouda?
Clouda, he's just on another level whenever he's playing these type of characters, playing his duelist, sorry. He is just an absolute insane player when it comes down to taking entries, when becoming an anchor, when he's the first one to go in for that entry pickup. You can always rely on him to get that first initial kill. He will never fail you no matter what situation or what kind of pressure he is put under, unless of course he gets tagged out by a recon dart and then the Sova's like, I'm gonna hunt you down and I'm gonna kill you. In that situation, Cloud can do pretty much nothing. And even if he has a raise, even if he has a jet, somehow his bad luck always ends up getting him killed every single time to a solo ult. And I'm pretty sure this is gonna happen in this game just to prove my point. But moving on down forward, Clouda for the side of ROG Academy will be one of those pillars that the entirety of the structure of ROG will need to rely upon to get them this win. Because against the side of Samurai, the duelists need to step up massively. Otherwise, it's going to be a massive fall for their side because we know for a fact how dangerous the duelists are coming out from the side of Samurai.
All right, and Universe, what are your thoughts on Clouda?
I mean, this guy has been an absolutely explosive player for his team, and he's getting, like Grace said, when he plays a duelist role, that first initial peak that he needs, the first bloods that he gets for his team are absolutely crucial. He might not, sometimes he might not survive to see towards the end of the round, but he does the job that is required of him in the very beginning of the round, and that is to get that first initial peak. And he does that with absolute precision, and he knows how to play that operator. He knows how to play the Vandal. He knows how to play the Phantom. He's a very well-rounded, completely a spherical player who can smoothen out any weapon in his hand and make a good use of it. And today it's going to be his show because he is in the spotlight today. And whether or not he's going to be continuing to be in that spotlight is something that we're going to wait to have to see.
All right, keep your eye on Clouda, everybody. Now let's head on over to the other team, and that's going to be Samurai Esports. Where do we begin? Samurai Esports, a team that has been around a few roster shuffles and whatnot, but when you see names like Scally, Sai, Blackhawk, Wim, Ayan, Q, you know that this team just screams aggression. They could probably be one of the most aggressive team in the competition. Aggressive, what are your thoughts?
Aggressive getting the first chance to try and give his thoughts about a very aggressive team. Yeah, I can't be more than happier about that, honestly speaking, at this stage. Because Samurai Esports, like, as you just stated, I don't think we need to give them a proper introduction. We don't really need to talk about them. What we do need to know is that they have their W key taped down to the keyboard, and they're never going to let go of that. But at the same time, Samurai Esports as a team, their main fall is constantly going into that same rhythm over and over again. They're gonna push in, they're gonna be aggressive. They don't really take a little bit of time to slow themselves down, take a deep breath, and understand that, hey, maybe if we should just play this a little bit slower, maybe we don't need the map control, maybe we just need to play it a little bit more defensively. And I'm really hoping that they try and take that deep breath and try and understand that, hey, we don't need to be aggressive, we can slow down, let the side of ROG make a lot of the moves, and then we can use our own reactive plays to go up against it, because we know for a fact that we have the better aim, we have the confidence in our side, and hopefully the side of Samurai can bring themselves into a new light to take this win against the side of ROG, because we know for a fact that ROG, when it comes down to adaptability, they are a team that they have everything on their side.
All right, Samurai Esports. Let us know your perspective about this team so far, their performance in the competition right up to now. What do you think of them, Universe?
Yeah, so Samurai Esports, I've casted them before, and I mean, it's not been not that much of a journey that they would have expected to have, because they lost against Enigma right up in the beginning, and they eventually made it up against the esports team, and they won that, the first victory of this tournament for them. But I think they're going to have to try to capitalize more on what they're going to have to find in the matches to come, because it's not going to get easier from here, and ROG definitely is not an easy task for them, and they have quite a bit of work to do. But I think they have enough people. We've seen all of these players be at the very top of their game, and we know what they can do, and it's only about that one moment of magic that they need to produce altogether, be it Sai, Excali, Ion, Blackhawk, or anybody from that team. They just need one moment, and I think that's all they need, because the amount of aggression that they show, if ROG are not able to cope up with that, I think they're just going to get in the wind and run away with it, Samurai Esports.
All right, so let's head over to the player spotlight, brought to you by AMD Ryzen Radeon. And today's feature for the side of Samurai Esports, it's gonna be Sai on that Phoenix. Sai has always been on that duelist role. We've actually seen him switch it up a little bit, but it seems like a lot more comfort here. Looking at his stats, aggressive. What do you have to say about Sai himself?
Sai, he's one of those explosive duelist players that we have already seen just perform massively. And I'm very sure that our Instagram is just full of him just getting clutches, clips right here, and then getting op shots through smokes, through flashes. He knows what he's doing. He's a star-studded operator player, but at the same time, he's stepping down from that role, giving players like Ion, Excali the chance to shine in the spotlight, while he takes a little bit more of a back role from time to time, depending on the map, as you just stated. But at the same time, we know for a fact that Sai, he's at his best when he's on that duelist, and he can control the pace of a lot of the engagements for his team. He's always the first one to take the first initial entry. He knows for a fact when to go in, and he knows how to get that first blood, same as Clouda. So I'm really hoping to see Sai. He brings his A game down to the table, maybe shift himself down towards maybe a Sentinel or a controller to try and coordinate his team a little bit better. But at the same time, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Sai on the duelist is something that we can always rely on, and it's always a treat to watch.
All right, and Universe, thoughts on Sai?
I mean, this guy has been the forefront of quite a lot of matches that Samurai Sports have played, and he has been the showcaser of not just skills, but just he also, he's like the cohesive glue that brings that team together, because he's the one who gives out a lot of calls, even though there's a lot of things happening in the team. Sai is always there around his teammates to make sure at least they're supported, or he's out there doing the duelist thing, because he can do that as well. So he's a very versatile player, and he knows what he can do, because he, like you said, if you've seen him switch it up, he's gone to that role of the Sage. He's played controllers as well, and he's playing duelist as well. And quite recently, we have seen him on Phoenix, and he's been doing a pretty good job at that. And the stats prove it as well. So Sai is someone that ROG have to look out for, because if he gets going, then it's going to be difficult to stop him.
Oh, right. So now that we've looked at both teams, we can say that one team very aggressive, another team newly formed, but they have what it takes to kind of make it to the final team, and that's why they're representing, the ROG Academy. It's just crazy. Let's head over to the map screen and have a look at the maps that will be lined up for today. And this plays a very big part in most of the successes from these teams. If you get a bad map, it can be over for you. You got to know what you're doing, and are you picking the right maps going up against these teams? So factoring in Samurai Esports and ROG Academy, map number 1, it's going to be Ascent, map 2 Bind, and map 3 Split. So aggressive, what are your thoughts? How do you think the flow of this series is going to be?
When it comes down to map number 1, I really like the pickup from the side of Samurai, understanding that, hey, we need to try and take a map where you can understand how the side of ROG Academy really plays. Because you need to remember that Samurai probably never played against the side of ROG, and this would be their first initial encounter. So here is where they want to try and take it slow, maybe go in for a map they're the most comfortable on, and they know for a fact their aggressive plays can work out in their favor. They can easily use their aim to win themselves out in a lot of engagements on the map of Ascent in particular. But at the same time, the problem that Samurai falls into is that they go into the same default strategy over and over again, rushing B, rushing A short. They don't really play for map control. And if RG are able to pick up on that, map number one could go either way, but it really depends on the adaptability of the side of ROG as they're starting on the defensive side. Because if they are not able to secure a proper lead in their own defensive side, things are already over for them. And for map number two on Bind, my hands are literally in the air. I am very unsure which team is going to take that.
Oh, all right. Your thoughts, Universe. How do you think the flow of this series is going to be?
I mean, I personally would love to watch it go to a third map. I would love to see these people play on split and how they adapt to each other's play styles in the smallest map in Valorant. And it's only going to be interesting. But you know what? We got to start off on step number one. And step number one right now is Ascent. And I got to agree with Aggressive when he said that it's all about ROG trying to adapt to what exactly Samurai Esports are going to throw at them here, because they are on the attacking side first and they're going to have a lot of things coming their way. ROG just need to, the best thing that they could do is just try to play more for retakes and bait out as much utility as possible. But it's only going to be time to tell whether Excali, Sai, and the rest of the team are going to let them even be alive for a retake. So, ROG Academy, they got a storm coming, but they have the tools to handle that storm as well. It's only going to be time to see whether they're going to be able to utilize these tools or they're just going to expire before the match ends.
All right. So Samurai Esports, ROG Academy, two teams. This could be a very close best of three. Samurai Esports, let's see how far that aggression is going to get them. And ROG Academy, this is ultimately the test, right? They're formed, they're together, they're a team. How far can they go as a unit? So before we begin with the match, I do have a few things I'd like to let you guys know. Remember to look out for a QR code that will pop up, scan them, and you can get your Red Bull cans. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that bell icon so you get notifications whenever we are live. Also, registrations for Season 2 Qualifiers 1 are live right now. So if you want to get in on the action here with the Gauntlet, remember to check the link in the description to be part of the largest Valorant event in South Asia. All right, so you're not going to be disappointed. Have a look. And we're going to be back very shortly after these messages with the match between Samurai Esports and ROG Academy. Stay tuned.
Oh, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to TEC Gauntlet Season 1, powered by WD Black and AMD Ryzen Radio. And I'm your cast assassin, Fortison, and joining me on the desk is Mr. Universe. And we are all set and ready to dive straight in towards this specific best of 3 matchup as well. It is going to be Samurai Esports, and I really think so that, Samurai Esports, you guys did a lot of talking on the analyst desk, and you guys, completely broke down the entire best of 3 on how exactly it might go in, and how exactly Samurai Esports, they have been having a good time recently in all of their recent matches as well throughout different tournaments. And I guess, Samurai Esports, they truly are going to be feeling it. At the same time, I really want to see what exactly is going to be coming in from the opponent side as well. But yeah, Universe, with you, what do you think about this match once again before we dive straight into as map number 1?
It's all about the fireworks, buddy, and it's all gonna be Samurai Sports and ROG throwing all of those crackers on both ends to see who's gonna take the first damage and who's gonna bait it out, and in the end look down and they get a bullet shot fired in their head, and that's all what it's all about. It's whether ROG are gonna be able to handle the aggression of Samurai Esports, and whether Samurai Esports are gonna be if ROG do counter it, how Samurai Esports are going to adapt further on, because it's just a matter of, it's a cat and mouse chase thing, because once the mouse finds a corner to move in, the cat is definitely going to find some sort of a maneuver to, try to get the mouse out. But if that doesn't work, then he's got to try something else. And that's how exactly this game is going to go. Both of these teams need to find some sort of a maneuver, how they can counter each other. If not, one team gets the momentum, then I'm pretty sure that that team is going to go flying all the way towards the end, and it could go either way.
Through that, and to be completely honest, the specific map V2 sort of favors Samurai Esports as well, right? So we are starting off with Samurai Esports' playground, that is Ascent, and we all know how dominant Samurai Esports are on the map of Ascent as well. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what ROG Academy are going to do. Like, I'm more interested in seeing ROG Academy on how exactly they are gonna, counter all of these moves being made by Samurai Esports. I mean, we all know Samurai Esports dominate on the map of Ascent, but more than that, what I personally am more interested for is the fact that how exactly ROG Academy is going to be putting up that counter as well against all of these strats coming out from the side of Samurai Esports. And Samurai Esports, I really want to see if they are going to be bringing any sorts of changes in their composition or not. And if they are, then what exactly is going to be that compositional change that is going to be, allowing themselves to take ROG Academy down. ROG Academy, on the other hand, they have been having their ups and downs recently, and we have been seeing ROG Academy having a little bit of a downtime as well. Like, I hate to say this, but at the same time, it is what it is. Like ROG Academy, sometimes the call outs, it just gets messed up, and there's miscommunication happening as well in the team. But the boys, they do tend to, pull it back together. So that is one individual brilliance coming out from all of these players from the ROG Academy. Like, they're individually so talented and skilled that they manage to just pull it through and bring it back in their favor as well. But against a top tier team like Samurai Esports, it might just be a little too tough in order for them to do that as well, because each of these players from Samurai Esports are going to be pulling their own weights. So it just can't be a one-man show coming out from the side of ROG Academy as well. Thoughts on that, Universe? What do you think?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's not going to be a one-man show coming in from anybody for this matter, because this is a game where you're going to have to see ROG pull off some kind of weird stuff happening, because Samurai Esports, we know that they are capable of winning this, in a very advantageous position, and they can create stuff for themselves out of nothing, and that's what it's all about. That individual brilliance, like Scally, Sai, or anybody from that team, they can make stuff happen on their own, and it's only for ROG to see and try whether or not they can get those trades coming in at time and time again, whether they can get, their team to support each other, those smokes coming in right on time, and those flashes, and whatever that they decide to do, however they decide to play these strats, they just work. And basing on these strats is the most important thing, and that is the agent's assassin. And as we head into the agent selection, not too much of a surprise here, is it?
Yeah, I mean, see, Samurai Esports, we're going to be seeing them going in for that for that default composition as well. We're going to be seeing Sai on the Phoenix. Excali is going to be playing Jet. We've got Wimp on the Sova. IonQ is going to be playing Killjoy, and Blackhawk as always on that beautiful Astra. Whereas from the side of ROG Academy, I'm going to be seeing Trans on the Astra, who's going to be giving a tough competition to Blackhawk. Glyph is going to be playing Killjoy. Hoax to try and reach the levels of Excali, and Clouda to just go ahead and send out a message against Sai as well. So this is definitely going to be a bloodbath right here. Rio should pretty much pick up the Sova and lock it in as well, because he's the resident initiator from the side of ROG Academy. So really looking forward to seeing what ROG Academy are going to do, because for now the picks, they are completely identical. Universe, your thoughts on these picks?
I mean, we probably could have, we expected this. I mean, the one thing that could have probably been different would be the choice of duelist. It could be Arena instead of Phoenix, but that's not going to be it. And it's going to be both of these teams to show us it's not going to be an agent diff, it's not going to be Jet diff, it's not going to be any of those. It's going to be a complete team diff that comes in over here. The entire composition is the same, and it's only going to be for us to see whether those shock darts connect better for one than the other, whether it's going to be those flashes blinding more players than the other, and whether it's going to be that, the knives of Jet getting more head kills, more headshots than the other. And it's all for us to watch and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be an amazing matchup. So, you know what? Just fasten your seatbelts and wait for this amazing showcase of talent, unfold in front of you.
That's true. Really looking forward to seeing what exactly is going to happen right now. We're going to be seeing Samurai Esports. Well, they're all prepped up and ready. Look at them. Their cams are all set. They're just adjusting their monitors a little bit. Sai is like, I'm just going to bring it a little bit more closer, because I really don't want to miss any of these shots that I'm about to connect as well on towards ROG players. But yeah, ROG Academy. Them starting off on the defense right now. I want to see how exactly they are going to be, putting up their defense for the pistol round, because if you know Samurai Esports, you should pretty much know the fact that they love the A side on their attack. Of course, like they have this default A execute that they have most of the times, and on the pistol round, they're going to be pulling that off as well.
Yeah, and it looks like they're just going to leave this for a retake. I think this was the original plan of ROG, to leave it for a retake, as they have. And now a 5v5 situation in the cards for ROG Academy. They need to get back this A bomb set, and the one thing that they need to do best is try to pull out as many utilities as possible. For the moment, Hoax is going to be on the flank, and he's not going to get spotted. Sai, the timing counts him out, and he's going to go back though. Hoax is all around the corner. He should be getting his kill. There's a lot of damage going around both these teams over there. And now it's going to be Hoax who gets one. He finds the head of Sai, and Rio chips in. Rio gets a 3K, and now it is Wimp all alone, and he's going to be going down by the hands of Clouda. And ROG Academy, you know what? We talked about this. They had to play a little bit sharp, and they needed to let Samurai Esports take the side, and they need to pound on their retakes. And they're already showing what they got on round one itself, and they got the pistol pretty much effortlessly.
That's right. See, ROG Academy, right? They had a little bit of a flank coming in as well, and everything was just favoring ROG Academy right there. Like, you would see the entire pistol round going into their favor as well. Like that entire round was orchestrated that way. Samurai Esports, on the other hand, they made a little bit of a mistake by going ahead and taking not so great after plant positions as well. But at the same time, you can't help it, right? Like, they had no information whatsoever, so it's not really their fault. They just did what they could, and it's just ROG Academy and their builders coming in on that pistol round. But it looks like that Clouda is going to struggle a little bit while trying to connect that spray on towards Sai. Well, for now though, it is going to be Sai 1, Clouda 0. And I guess Samurai Esports, they should pretty much have control over towards the B side, unless and until Glyph manages to sort of whiff against Blackhawk. Yes, that's exactly what is going to happen. Blackhawk is going to take him down with the ghost. And in a 2 vs 3 situation, it's going to be the retake for ROG Academy, which is going to be not that big of a deal, because two of the players are very low. All they have to do is take down Sai, and if they can manage to do that, then I don't think so there should be any sorts of problems moving into this retake. Right now, it is going to be IonQ to be facing off against the wall. He's just going to hug the wall right there so that he can try and isolate himself into an individual one-on-one. He's going to do that with Trans chiming in. Is going to take down IonQ, and with that, it's going to take down his nemesis. That is going to be Blackhawk going down as well, who was critically low. So as I said, right, this 2 vs 3 retake should pretty much go into the favor of ROG Academy as well, because ROG Academy, things pretty much were very, lined up for them as well. Like it's like the stars aligning for them for that specific retake. Two of the players were very low, and that was just like an eco round for Samurai Esports as well. So they kind of went ahead and lost it out. But more than that, they got the spike down, so that's extra 300 creds, and I guess ROG Academy are going to be very happy with getting that second out of the board.
Absolutely, and it's only for them to play into this bonus round now because Samurai Esports, I think a few of their players had forced, and they should be not too great of a buy even if it does come out in this round. And ROG Academy should be feeling a little bit more confident because they do, like I said, there's not a buy coming in. There's just sheriffs across the board, and there is going to be one Phantom on the hands of Rio though. Spectre's still across the board, so it's pretty much more favoring towards ROG Academy at the moment, looking at the weaponry. But it's only going to be time to see whether they're going to be able to. And Clouda getting a heavy push coming in over here. But it's going to be Hawks who rather gets him. Glyph will take down Blackhawk. And Samurai Esports being absolutely torn apart here. They're not going to be able to do anything with these pistols. Chance tries to stun the player that he saw towards shot, and he dodges that flash, but nobody's going to capitalize on it. And it's going to be Clouda who comes in and clears out both of the penultimate player. And Trans to chime in right over there and clear out and get the third round on the board for ROG Academy.
Yeah, ROG Academy, well, they definitely are on a roll right now. 3 rounds in a row, and they're very happy with the performance that they've been putting up as well on the defense. And we all know for a fact that Ascent is a defender-sided map. So, yeah, ROG Academy, right off the bat, getting the pistol round and the momentum in their favor. Getting themselves 3 rounds in a row, no surprise whatsoever, but at the same time, things are now going to start taking a turn because Samurai Esports have got themselves a full buy. And I can't wait to see on how exactly they are going to be playing out this specific round, because it is going to be a challenge for ROG Academy. They're still on their bonus, mind you, Universe. Yeah. So they're going to try and play up close to person, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. Cloud and Hawks so goddamn aggressive over towards the mid courtyards, whereas Scally gets himself a triple. You gotta be kidding me. How is this man still alive against 3 of the deadly players from side of ROG Academy? And suddenly out of the blue, we see Samurai Esports with 3 players alive and ROG Academy with just 1. It all just comes out of Glyph in a 1 versus 3. And I've got no idea what this poor soul can do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's happened there. It looked like they had the advantage, ROG Academy, right up in the beginning. But they, Scally is like, yeah, no, I'm not going to let you have it anymore. And he's going to pull it all the way back for his team. And Glyph, unfortunately, left in an 1v3 situation. And he has a lot of work to do. Gets spotted out by the turret. And he does have 3 players that he needs to finish off for here. Scally picks him out, but it's Ayang who's going to take the kill down. The Killjoy taking out the twin sister. And Samurai Esports finally have a round on the board. And something to start off their game with.
Samurai Esports, they've got themselves that first round of the board, and to be honest, they didn't actually make any sorts of dent in the economy of ROG Academy because it was anyways a bonus. So ROG Academy, they're gonna be happy with whatever bodies they tend to drop as well from the side of Samurai Esports that round, because it is in turn gonna be a problem for Samurai Esports. Like, the more players they lose, the more their economy gets hurt. Because it is Samurai Esports who are actually struggling in terms of the economy, whereas ROG Academy, they pretty much have a buy this round, and maybe they can just, if possible, try and stabilize their economy, then maybe they can just go ahead for another buy the next one as well. But for now, the Samurai Esports, I'm going to be seeing them go ahead and put down that lockdown, and IonQ is going to drop in that amazing Nano Swarm grenade. That lineup though is gonna clear out that area which is left out over towards the Heaven's position, right? That Raptor's position, that specific area is gonna be cleared out, and the ultimate coming out from the side of Sai as well. And he's gonna clear out the treehouse area, and he's gonna relay the information as well that hey, there are a couple of players over to his fields. He's going to be a bit more careful. The door is going to be opened up as well. It's going to be Clouded to use his run it back. And his run it back is going to be nullified as well. It's going to get taken down by Excali. Trans, on the other hand, gets himself a flag on Blackhawk at this retake. Is just looking in the favor of ROG Academy as they are currently holding the man advantage as well. 2 of their players critically low, so they have got to be very careful. Glyph trying to move in from the short position as well, but at the same time, there is IonQ to try and take down an aggressive Sai as well. Well, It looks like that Hoax and Clouda, well, they're just gonna chime in, they're just gonna jump down from the rafters and immediately get themselves a frag each. And I am so confused right now, Universe. Like, for a moment we see all three of the players from Sara Samurai Esports up and healthy and alive. But then the next second, ROG Academy, they come in with the boom, they come in with the bam, and then they just take that retake away.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually don't know what exactly happened there, because as soon as that kill came onto Rio,
Yeah. It was just too quick, right?
yeah, I thought it went in the favor, because as soon as, Ian got that kill, I thought it was going to go in the favor of Samurai Esports, because two of their players were still very, very low. They could have been taken care of with just one bullet, but ROG Academy are absolutely downright built for their aim, just took it down, and, they got it done. 4-1 now. Samurai Esports getting a taste of their medicine. They are getting pushed back, even though they get all the aggression that they need into their executes, and it's not working out for them currently though. And now they're gonna have to play a little bit. Yeah, you can see they're playing a little bit slow now. A little bit of a default setup coming in. They've sent Excali towards B, and then there's Wimp over here trying to get information with his Aldron. He sends it out. He's definitely gonna spot Clouda. He's gonna tell it to his teammate, and he's gonna go and peek himself, but it's not gonna be the case that he's gonna find anybody there. Excali though, he's trying to lock up over here. The knives are out, and he spots him, but he misses the first shot. And Hoax knows better than to peek Excali when he's got those knives out. He's gonna just fall back and wait for the angle to come to him, rather than Excali just, having to get his head off of his body. But change of plans for the moment, and you can still see this assassin. They're playing a retake towards A bomb side. They've left it completely open, and they're sitting A short.
Yeah, I mean, see, the thing is that ROG Academy didn't know the tendencies coming out from the side of Samurai Esports on how exactly, as soon as that Cosmic Divide is up from the side of Blackhawk, they're going to be going in for that default setup that they have over towards A. And it looks like that Excali might just try and find himself the frag on towards Glyph, while Glyph is trying to rotate over towards the A side. But it looks like that Rio is going to be the one to try and find the kill on towards IonQ. Things aren't looking good for Samurai Esports, as Blackhawk is just trying to aggressive over towards the Genomes, find himself a frag, and he does. That Glyph going down, but then Trance is there for the immediate trade. Whip left out in a 1 versus 3, and oh my god, he has taken down 2 of the players already in a 1 versus 1 against Hoax. He might just have the chance to pull this off, but it looks like that Hoax with the operator, all he needs is the bullet and that crosshair on towards Wimp to take him down and get that retake done for the side of ROG Academy. Damn, what an exhilarating display coming out from the side of ROG, and their decision making, right? Their decision of going in for the retake is actually a wise one, Universe. What do you say?
Yeah, absolutely. It is exactly how you need to counter Samurai Esports, because you can see this is not the first time, this is not the second time, this is the third time they're retaking this bomb set of A, and they're absolutely successful in it. And they're just doing a fabulous work of holding Samurai Esports back towards A bomb set. And look at that, they're all forced towards B now. They know they cannot execute this A bomb set in post-plan situations, and they're going all the way back. Oaks trying to go for an initial peek over here a little bit aggressively, but he's not going to find anything though. And he has his teammate for support. Clouda in mid. Oh, this is going to be cheeky. That's the flash in his hand. And as soon as it triggers, yes! Clouda, he takes him down. Sai going down, and Clouda levels the score. Gally, though, is still around this corner. He's peeking on, but look at Hoax over here. He is pushing up. He's trying to get something more. He wants a lot more. And look at this weird exchange of positions. They're giving up mid, but they're also getting a lot of things going on at B. Glyph will find one, and Hoax will find one as well. And Excali, his position now rendered absolutely crucial. But it's not going to matter, because Clouda is expecting that push. And now what more can Blackhawk do than just get pulled into this by this gravity well, walk up towards shot, and maybe give up his life. Drop maybe 1 or 2 weapons at the very most. But, oh, he spots the head. Clouda, you spotted out. I don't think he knows Blackhawk is over here, but he is holding down that corner. He's watching high mid, and yeah, I don't think they know that he's here. Blackhawk, what can you do? There's players behind you. There's players in front of you, and he gets spotted out as well. And now it's going to be Clouda who peeks up, but Blackhawk will take him down, and he goes back for the peek towards Gardens, but it's not going to work out. He moves towards mid, and he's got no time left. He can go towards B though. If he just runs and gets that plan, 200 IQ play, but that door right there in market is going to stop him. Sitting in Pizza, hoping to not get blown off into Pizza Goo himself. He's going to save this Reaver Vandal, and another round for ROG Academy. 6-1 now. Assassin, this is looking too good for ROG, isn't it?
Yeah, ROG Academy started off on the right foot, and I guess that sort of smells like trouble for Samurai Esports. Because Samurai Esports, they should be aware of the fact that all of these players from the side of ROG Academy, they have a little bit of a skill set, right? And that skill set is that if they get a little bit of a breathing room, right? If they just walk away with the momentum right off the bat, there's absolutely nothing out there to stop them as well. So unless and until Samurai Esports come in with a little bit of a change in their strategy, maybe they are going to be able to throw ROG Academy off guard. But ROG Academy, once they're feeling it, right? Once they're in the groove, there's absolutely nothing out there that can stop them. And especially players like Clouda, right? Because Clouda is just, when he gets in that zone, right? There's like this zone that he enters, and once he enters that zone, there's absolutely nothing out there. And when I say nothing, I mean it, by the way, because I've been seeing this chap playing from quite a long time. And look at this, once again, we're gonna be seeing him go ahead and take down Blackhawk. This is an eco round for Samurai Esports, so yeah, take it with a little bit of a salt for sure. ROG Academy, we are gonna be seeing them try and get more and more frags, just get their 7th round of the board. Whereas Samurai Esports, they're also going to try and get the spike down, because if they do, extra 300 creds for them, and Hoax is coming in with that operator. Gonna slide straight into that smoke, gonna get that kill on towards Wimp, and with that, gonna find himself another one on towards his nemesis. That is gonna be Excali. Sai left out on a 1 versus 4. Make it a 1 versus 3, as he does manage to get himself that frag over towards the short position. Looking to get the frag on towards Hoax, try and just drop that operator down. But doesn't even matter, because they already have a lot of money. So they're going to be able to reinvest into the operator even if it goes down. Or maybe the players can just pick it up because it's right around the corner. Even if Hoax goes down.
10 seconds left.
They're playing with their food at this point, and he'll definitely get spotted out. Look at that. He faked it twice and they still didn't bite it. They did not, they were like, you know what, you can feed us as many biscuits as you want, keep it in front of us, we're not gonna bite it until we know that it's the very last second of this round, so that you are not planting for any fakesies. And we're gonna come, blow it up in your face, and you're gonna get taken down, and that's exactly what happened. Sai, we've known him to pull off clutches, but yeah, that round was just not his round to play.
That's right, man. That's right.
Hoax. I mean, that guy's absolutely going mad, isn't he? Those shots are so nutty. He's just going left and right, and he's just dictating the pace of this game at this moment. He and Clouda are taking charge, and look at that. They're right on top over there, leading with example. Clouda on 10 and Hoax on 8. They are just causing havoc for the side of Samurai Esports right now, who are not able to handle this pressure coming in. And you can't even call this pressure per se, because they're just holding down the... Oh, look at this. Ian, he's gonna get baited. Yeah, of course. Just too good. Assassin, these are very, very basic strats, But it's basics done right. Yeah, it's like... We see, this is kind of stuff that you would do in any first game. But the fact that ROG are doing it so brilliantly is working out for them so well. Sai does get 1 kill with the run it back, though Trance will go down. But at the moment, it is still advantage for ROG Academy, because guess what? They have the lockdown, and Samurai Sports do have the counter to it. But if Wimp uses that 1 second early, he is gonna have a lot of work to be doing in this. Okay, Cloud up. He saves his teammate who got detected, and he gets on Excali. The lockdown goes in, and Wimp, obviously, he's gonna pop out that Hunter's Fury. But it does not matter, because they're getting a lot of information about where he is. And Hoax and Clouda will chip in more and more. And Hoax is just going crazy. The operator, the knives, the rifles, he's good for it all. Ladies and gentlemen, ROG Academy are putting on a show for all of you.
Well, there's a reason all of these young bloods were picked up in this specific roster, and they're actually showcasing their talent as well, universe. I would just put it out there, man. Hoax, what a beast. Like, how can you be so precise with the Blade Storms? This is ridiculous, and like, I say that because, see, it's not like the Blade Storms, nobody can be precise with it, or it's just too hard to handle or something like that. No. What I'm saying is, in that situation that Hoax was in, it sometimes becomes a little bit too, I don't know, difficult to get these clean shots connected. And Hoax, he does that without any issues whatsoever. And as I said, ROG Academy, they've been feeling it today, so can't really blame anyone out there. Samurai Esports, on the other hand, they're trying to get their own versions of clean locks as well, and that is going to be Excali to get himself a frag on his Rio. This was shot down. Another one comes in. Rio, this time around though, the entirety of Samurai, they're going to be aware. But Excali has already been taken down to 18 points of health. There's no sorts of heal whatsoever, by the way, so they just have to let Excali lead the charge, try and find that opening, try and make that space as well for the team so that they can move into the site. And, you know, Excali, he's not even going to be scared about anything because he's anyways low. All he has to care about is just moving into the side. And oh, Rio!
Okay.
Nobody
Excali?
expects him with that. Odin and Excali is just running with his knives out. Hello, buddy. You know for a fact that there is a tiny little corner that's left out over towards the boathouses. With that specific Killjoy's lockdown put in as well. Glyph is just going to try and walk in through that Cosmic Divide. But little does he know that there is Sai patiently waiting for him to show up. And that is going to be Trash to be completely blind as a bat. Ion Cube going to find the final frag. And that is going to be the second round of the board for Samurai Esports. What a play being made by Samurai despite all of the difficulties that they had to face in order to make that execute. They just make it look easy.
Absolutely. I mean, they could have done this quite a while ago, right? I mean, I don't know what Excali was doing there. Maybe he was just like, you know what, guys? Okay, 18 HP, it does not matter. I'm going to go and try to get some information for y'all. I mean, it counts as information, right? Because although he gave up his life, they knew exactly where he was, and he got immediately traded out there, with you know, even though he had the Odin in his hands. It did not matter. And look at this. Oh, Hawks getting a little too cheeky. He was not scoping in for the longest period of time. And Clouda, no, you can't keep doing that. How many times are you gonna keep Hawks? What? Assassin? Hello? Can you see what's happening, or is it just me that I'm seeing that ROG Academy are being...
It's not just you, buddy. It's not just you. Everyone is watching it. Well, it looks like that Clouda this time around, though. He's going to be finding himself a quad, and he's going to be able to get himself that ace, though. Nah, he's going to be going down, and that's unfortunate. In a 3 versus 1 situation for ROG Academy, they're not gonna have any issues whatsoever getting that frag onto his whip. But he has just got his crosshairs way to perfection, but only gonna manage to get himself a frag onto its strands. Yeah, ROG Academy, man, they're looking oh so goddamn comfortable on the defense side right now, and it looks like that if they just walk away with such a massive lead, right, the attack shouldn't be a problem.
Absolutely not, and it's all for them that, you know, kudos to them because they're building up so much, and you know, the aggression now they're putting onto Samurai Esports, I don't think they're able to handle it, because look at this. This is what Samurai Esports are known for, but it's actually ROG who are putting on the pressure for them, and they don't look like they are able to counter this. 9-2, not something that you would see in going against the favor of a Samurai Esports. Usually they would be on the other end of it, but now they're having to face the same things that they make other teams, you know, get scared. Other teams usually get scared when Samurai Sports get this close and, you know, attacking. But at the moment, it's not going to matter because Wimp will get one. Trance will take down to run it back from side. And Excali getting a little bit ambitious. He wants those kills. He really does. And he's got the knives out to get them as well. And he has, another weapon. He's going to be able to use it at close range. Okay, just spamming through the wall. The cardboard kind of wall though, but it's not gonna kill him. And in a 4v5, the Cosmic Divide just about to come in. The waiting, and it has been called in. Cosmic Divide coming in now. It is Samurai Esports who need to defend this push coming in from ROG Academy. And Glyph spots one, but I don't think he's spotting Blackhawk over here. He does not, and Blackhawk will take him down. Trance will trade off, and there's going to be a flurry of plays going in. And it's going to be great to come down on top actually. And Ion will close out this round with the last kill and this half to a 9-3.
Switching sides.
Lot of damage done on the side of Samurai Esports, but you know what? I don't think, you know, you can see the face on side. He's laughing, he's enjoying, so I think he probably has a game plan, doesn't he, for the defensive side?
They definitely do. More than that, you know what? In my opinion, Samurai Esports, they should pretty much not have any issues on their defense as well. Like, we know for a fact that Samurai Esports, you know, Ascent is sort of their home ground, and they have a lot of strategy on the map of Ascent as well. Yeah, of course, like, you know, you really don't go ahead and pull out all the aces up your sleeves, but at the same time, ROG Academy, they're just playing really, really good. Like, you have no sorts of reasoning for that whatsoever. ROG Academy, they are pulling their weight, and they're doing it in fashion as well. And it's a no-brainer actually. Like ROG Academy, they kind of were on the defense. Things just went in their favor, and now it's time for Sai to return the favor. He's gonna go ahead and get himself that just clean luck to the face, and I guess it is for the Samurai Esports to maybe have a flawless round, unless and until Blackhawk falls, of course, and he's gonna go ahead and prove me wrong, but it doesn't really matter, right? First round going into the favor of Samurai Esports, and as I said, Samurai Esports shouldn't have an issue making the comeback. Just wait and watch. Like, they themselves have a lot of strategy, and I'm pretty sure that Ascent being their home ground, they should be able to pull it off.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what exactly happened there, but it looks like Samurai Esports absolutely turned it up a notch for a second over there. Especially with that first shot coming in from Sai. He just jiggled peek, took off that head, and absolutely just, ran all the way back. And his team did the rest for him over there. Excali also got a few kills, and it was just amazing the way they did it. And now he does still have the ghost, though. He still has the ghost, and he's peeking towards a shot. Sorry, B-Link, rather. And Sai, he's getting a little cheeky. He gets into the corner, flashes out. He's not going to find anyone there, but he's given away his position. And look at who's on the other side. Glyph, he's expecting this. But Sai knows better. He knows he's sitting over there waiting for him. They've done their homework as to where they're playing this attacking side out of Samurai Esports. They've studied ROG. And for the moment, it looks like they're having a little bit of an easy time doing all this. Hey, he gets 3, but that's all he's going to find. He pulls out the ghost, but it's not going to be good enough for him to get more. And now flank coming in from Wimp. He's just going to spray down the last 2. No, it's going to be Excali who gets the last action on the front. And Samurai Esports put up another round on the board, and it looks like a comeback is paramount for them.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Samurai Esports, we are expecting them to bring in that comeback as well. Just drag this game to an overtime, for God's sake, if you want to. We don't care, but yeah, just make it a close one. Like, just play your hearts out. And I know, like, before this match even started, I kind of knew that both of these teams are just going to play their hearts out, and it definitely is going to be a close one. And ROG Academy, once they are going to get that full buy-in, which they are this round, it's going to be interesting to see what Samurai Esports are going to do. Samurai Esports have got a pretty little surprise as well for ROG Academy. Wait till you spot out Excali. As soon as that smoke fades away, there's going to be Excali with that glitch pop operator to blow open the face of one of these players trying to walk into that crosshairs. There you go.
Yeah. As he will rightly said, Assassin, and he will get that kill. Clouda now, he is going to put up that wall, and he's going to get a little bit of time for himself to get back from where he came. And he is going to be doing just that. And ROG Academy not in a good spot at the moment, but Glyph is in a good position, though. He might just find somebody. Excali could expect him over here. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Excali, he knows somebody's around the corner, and he takes him down. And now Samurai Esports is building up their lead, and Rio is going to shut it down by 1 at least for the moment. And the flash coming out from Clouda, and he's going to move around, and Excali's not going to find him. He has Wimp to his help, but the bomb site has already been taken unless Blackhawk, no! Rio, he's going to shut him down. And ROG Academy somehow pulls this out of the reins of hell to another doable round for themselves to put up double digits. At the moment, 3v3 retake. And it is Wimp, Ion, and Excali who are going to be, going ahead to do this. Excali does have the operator, not the most ideal weapon, but it's not going to matter because Wimp is going to be doing the work over here. He gets one, Trans spots him out, but he's not going to get the kill. Wimp gets another one, and Rio, the last man standing, will go down to the fellow Sova on the opponent team. And Wimp puts on a good show of his skill to pull out round number 6 for his team. And Samurai Esports slowly but surely getting back into this game one step at a time.
Yeah, Samurai Esports, it is going to be that one round at a time situation for them as well, right? Like, it was quite a massive lead for ROG Academy. It was 9-3. And now they're slowly but surely, one by one, they're getting all of it back, and they're doing it in style. Like, for a second, I just thought that ROG Academy might be able to hold it in an after-plunge situation, but then as Samurai Esports, they're too good on that retake, man. And more than that, ROG Academy were sort of stuck in the site. They couldn't help it, right? Like, I could see ROG Academy, they were trying to reposition themselves and just place themselves at good after-plan positions, but nah, not happening. It was just a little bit too late, and they knew that Excali's already there towards the rafters with the operator as well. So there's no escaping out of this spot. We had to just fight it out here on the site as well.
Yeah, I mean, what else can you do at this point? Ion, oh, look at the damage, and Wimp just adds on to that. He gets a 2K right there, and Ion chimes in, and he gets another, and Wimp is just going nuts. He gets a 4K. Wow, that was such a cheeky little headshot onto Rio. And Wimp doing a lot of work over here as a team so far, getting the kills, getting the information, and Ion just, doing damage that he needs to do for Wimp to get those kills coming in. And Samurai Esports put up another one on the board. Ladies and gentlemen, Samurai Esports, they're not out of this. They're definitely not out of this. And ROG Academy need to pull up their pants as soon as possible, because if they're gonna let it fly for so long, Samurai Esports are gonna run away with everything over here, and ROG are not gonna know what hit them.
Yep, it definitely is going to be Samurai Esports to try and get that 8th on the board, and if they do, then ROG Academy, they're going to be disheartened. After such a massive lead in the first half, things are just crumbling down for them. But it's not over yet, as you said, so, ROG Academy still might just see some sort of a surprise coming in from them. Ooh, Hoax. It's going to be rocking that beautiful episode 2 Radiant Charm. But yeah, it's actually beautiful, right? The buddies.
Yep.
Episode 2 buddies are actually really good. I'm loving my Immortal one for sure. Hashtag not flexing.
I mean, I love how they turn it. Look at it. They just, it's like a slow.
Yeah, it's actually very flashy. And when you have all of your settings with bloom and everything enabled, right, it's look beautiful. It really looks beautiful.
I mean,
but I guess this attack might just be a beautiful one coming out from the side of ROG Academy. What do you think, Universe?
Yeah, absolutely. It could be one, because look at this. Although the defense has been set up all the way back towards that boathouse, Cloud is going to clear out a lot of corners for his team with that run it back. He will get spotted out, and he knows that there's players over here. He's going to take in all the damage from that Nano Swarm. He spots one, though. He definitely knows there's one at the back, and Sai will get taken down by Rio. His run it back gets absolutely cancelled out, and Sai will find Glyph, though. I don't know what Glyph was doing. Maybe he thought the cloud cover was going to be there, but it's going to be Wimp who gets another, and time running out. Nothing for ROG to do here except for going to this bomb site and try to get the plant done as soon as possible. For the moment, it looks possible, and Cloud makes it possible. He gets a 3K. Holmes gets now 2 for himself, and ROG Academy out of nowhere pull this round and get double digits on the board. Assassin, what just happened?
Exactly what I said, right? So basically, that's the thing with ROG Academy. Whenever they seem to be in a very, very difficult situation, throughout these individual brilliant plays being made by their players, they just tend to bring it back. And that's exactly what I said at the start of this specific match, right? It's just ridiculous to see ROG Academy do something like that, especially Clouda. Like, the guy is sitting at 20 frags. He might just touch a 30 bomb as well at the end of this specific map, but you never know. Samurai Esports, the way they have been playing as well, it was kind of a little bit of a problem for Wimp, because there was absolutely no backup whatsoever, but it's not his fault, right? He held as much as possible. Then the backup kind of came in a bit late, and Clouda, that guy is just... I don't even think so he's a human anymore. Like, he might just be a cyborg or something.
You are divided.
Yeah, maybe he could be, because the way he's just getting those headshots coming in. Oh, look at this. He's gonna flash in, he's gonna peek out, but he's not gonna find anybody. I don't think he spots Excali. Excali is just taking the plant. Hello? Excali was sticking the plant. He knew... Sorry, Hoax was sticking the plant. I'm so sorry. Hoax was going to stick the plant, and Sai was there to counter it, but it did not work out because he didn't find him there. And the plant will go down now. And Blackhawk, look at this. He's stuck in between 2 contusions of Cosmic Divides, one of which is going to go down. Now, Scally is sitting on top of this position on this box. He's not going to be hurt any bit by that, Hunter's Fury coming in. But who's going to get hurt is Wimp. He does diffuse. Oh, it's going. It's already over. Half the diffuse was stuck in by Wimp, and that's all he needed to give his team. Trance will take down 2, but it's not going to be of any use because the round is already gone in the favor of Samurai Esports. I mean, that was a really good retake coming in. A little bit of a, problem coming here and there, but Wimp did the job that he needed to do. He stuck at half and gave up his life for his team so that they could get the round.
That's true. ROG Academy, a little bit of a mess up over there, but I guess they are going to try and get it all back. They're still in the lead. Everything is screaming out ROG Academy at this point, and Samurai Esports, all they have to do is keep on doing what they're doing best, that is frag, get the retakes, and pretty much, just get that coordination, that synergy together. Because one mess up is all it takes for ROG Academy to capitalize, right? Like, these players, especially Clouda, like if there's like one flaw that he sees from the side of Samurai Esports, it's just him to just go full ham on them and take them down as well. Like Clouda, a lot of utility is going to be dispensed over towards the mains in order to just stop that run it back from entering the site, and all of that utility being dispensed as well is actually going to be fruitful for the side of Samurai Esports. This is going to be one of the players to be detained from the side of Samurai Esports. Clouda has managed to sneak in towards the Triru's position. I guess he might just be able to try and himself a frag as well. Vim going to use that specific information and try and spam through the Raptors' wooden area, but at the same time, Clouda would do the Triru's. He's already got himself a double, a triple, is looking for a quad, but Excali pulls out the Blade Storms in order to take him down in a 2 vs 2 situation. Ladies and gentlemen, we might just see this round going into the favor of Samurai, or maybe it just might go into the favor of ROG Academy as well. But right now, Sai has to coordinate with Excali. Excali can't be moving in alone, and they know for a fact that both of these players are holding a beautiful crossfire. And Excali and Sai, they're going to take individual one-on-ones, and they're going to win it out as well. Experience, it calls in for the side of Samurai Esports, and Sai and Excali, well, them playing the FPS games out there in the market from quite a long time now. They are gonna go ahead and prove it to all of these players out there that experience it matters, and you know, the coordination, the synergy is all that it matters as well.
Absolutely, you said it right, Assassin, and it's all about the experience they brought into their game that they've got so far. They've pulled it all the way back from 9-3 to 10-9 now, and Samurai Esports are looking pretty good, especially with their weaponry. Look at that, the operator back on the hands of Excali, and there is not much to go on with for ROG Academy at the moment. They have to deal with these semi-buys coming in. They have forced quite a bit of the issue. They have got they have got Sheriffs. They have got a bit of, you know, a frenzy magic going on over there, but the only question is whether it's going to be connecting, and for the moment it's going to be the market position where Excali is waiting, and he's going to take out Clouda, who had the Molotov in his hand, and he's going to get punished for it. Hawks now is going to push all the way back to where he came from, and he's thinking otherwise. Actually, he's just going to rush in because he knows his teammates are here, and Sai will just take him down nonetheless. Hawks goes down, and Samurai Esports are just building upon their advantage one by one. It does not look good for ROG Academy at the moment, but hey, they did have a force round coming in this time, and the only thing for ROG to do right now is try to salvage a few weapons. That is the best they can do, but if they pull off the sound, it's going to be a miracle, because, you know, the 4 players of Samurai Esports are available, who are alive, and 2 ultimates as well. They have to run it back, they have the lockdown, to which ROG Academy have no counter. So it's going to be only for them to decide what they want to do, and Trance decides to do something on his own. Oh, look at where he's compared. He went to the B bomb side, and he's going to get the operator, but he's not going to get the kill. Getting ambitious to take out Sai, but he's not going to find the kill. Sai tracks down to 32, and he does not want to take that fight anymore. And the plant will go down. Nobody's going to stop that for sure. Above Glyph, he gets one, and he's going to get taken down immediately after. And now Rio left to do it all. As he spots one, he knows the information where one is at least. And he probably knows where the other is as well. And now it is going to be, oh, this Recon could do wonders. But it gets destroyed, and it's gonna be Rio who needs to go out and get this fight going, but it's not gonna be happening in his favor, as Ayan is just gonna hold that corner and off angle, and he's gonna take him down. Samurai Esports pull it all the way back to level, ladies and gentlemen. We have quite a match on our hands.
That's right, Samurai Esports. Well, to be honest, right, like it's kind of isn't a surprise to me, but at the same time, I'm gonna put it out there that ROG Academy, man, they have been pulling their work, like, not gonna lie, to get an amazing lead against Samurai Esports, and Samurai Esports to bring it back. Like, it's still not over yet, right? It's just the scoreboard getting tied up. We still might just see ROG Academy go ahead and win it out, because the previous one was a force for them, if I'm not wrong, correct? So, yeah, like ROG Academy pulling out a bye this round. We might just see them going ahead and putting up the 11th the board as well. If they can just try and find that 12th as well, then it's going to be everything that they need. Samurai Esports, all they have to do is keep as many players alive as possible. If their economy takes a dent right now, then it's going to be trouble doing for them as well. ROG Academy, the same can be expected of them, but ROG Academy, they're just getting kills left, right, and center, and is just wait for the side once again. He's gonna be pounced down by 3 players from side of ROG, by the way. And it's gonna be Cloud to just try and go for that Ferrari peak, but no! Wimp is just holding on over towards the Bodas position all by himself, sitting at 2 HP. The guy is just going nuts right now, and it's all down to the final player from the side of ROG Academy. It is gonna be Hoax left out in 33 points of health with 2 HP. Is Wimp gonna be able to do it? Yes, he will! What in God's name is that from Wimp? A quad for the man, and the guy is just crazy.
Yeah, Wimp, hello. I would like to just find out what exactly you did there, because I don't think that's allowed. Nah, that cannot be allowed. I think we need to have somebody check that. This is not okay. 2 HP and you pull out a 4K. Yeah, no, my buddy, that is not normal. Wimp is an absolute beast, and the way he held his ground, he did not let go of that B bomb set. He's like, you can push me as far as you want to. I am not going to give this up at all. And what a job he did at putting Samurai Esports on the 11th round on their back. ROG Academy are definitely going to be stunned after this, because they had a very, very, very healthy lead going in, and it's not going to be of any use for the moment, because Excali is going to trade out as soon as Blackhawk went down. And it's a 3v3 now, and it is the ultimates that is available on the side of ROG Academy for the moment. But the question is whether they're going to be able to use them. Excali is going to go down. He's going to get spammed through that green box. And now Samurai is put in the 2v3. Ooh, Wimp, he spots him out. He knows he's there, but he's going to spam down the door instead. And it's going to be Rio who's going to go back to safety. And he's going to plant the bomb. He does have his ultimate available, and so... yeah, there it is. Trans pops it out already, and it is a Cosmic Divide coming in. And IonQ and Wimp have absolutely no idea how to approach this. They do know where one is. And oh, IonQ, he's going to move in, but Clouda's going to take him down. And he's going to try to pop out and get a kill over here probably, because Wimp is going to run away before he finds it. And it is going to be ROG Academy picking up finally another round and bring it back to level 11 to 11. Ooh, this, you know what, Assassin, I can see a looming overtime coming towards our way.
Yeah, we might just go into overtime, baby, and I just can't wait to see what exactly is gonna happen. Like, you know, in overtime, it's gonna be a battle of that you know, big brain play as well. It's gonna be that battle of the brains.
Yep.
And more than the bronze, like, in my opinion, there's no shortage of bronze coming in from both of these teams. But when it comes to brains, it's gonna be that it's gonna be that specific point where someone is gonna snap, and someone might just lose it, you know. And at that specific moment, it's gonna be down to who exactly is gonna lose it first.
Yeah, I think that is supposed to be it. And you know what, ROG Academy, they did a pretty good job getting that round undergoing for themselves, because you know, if they hadn't won that, I think it would have been all dusted and done with. They would have not had a bye coming in for this round, and it would have been over. But for the moment, they do have something coming in, and ROG Academy have the Killjoy lockdown that is going to go into place, and they're going to try to force off people. But Blackhawk is not going to move. He will not move until he gets that one kill, and he will get the man advantage for his team. But for the moment, it's going to be the bomb that's going to go down, and Rio will find one in return. Finally, Blackhawk going down, and Wimp will immediately shut down Hoax on the other side. And it's 3v4 retake, which is favoring Samurai Esports for the moment. Oh, look at this. This could be big, but Rio, he's going to go down. Excali with the flank is going to take him down, and now there's different places that ROG need to worry about, and Excali is just going to give them more and more things to deal with. He peeks out. He's not going to take down Trunks, but they know where he is. He's going to take down one, and that's all he's going to get, because Excali brings up the 12th round for his team with that flank coming in. A 3K and 11 to 12, ladies and gentlemen. This is going all the way down to the wire. The very last round of this first map of Ascent. And we're going to witness it in just a few seconds. But wow, Samurai Esports, that retake coming in was really, really good.
Yeah, the retake coming in from the side of from the side of Samurai Esports. My bad. I'm still in that specific zone where, you know, ROG Academy, we were on the defense, but my bad. Yeah, it's just Samurai Esports in that retake, right? It was so well orchestrated. Like Excali coming in with the flank, trying to find the player who was playing on the ult. That was Rio. Yeah, like it's just, I don't know. ROG Academy, could have played it out a little bit different. Like they could have had someone on the flank watch as well, just to cover Rio on the ult. Like at this point in the game, right? They should realize these smaller things that make a whole lot of difference. Like there, if ROG Academy could have won out that round, right? It would have just resulted in them winning off this map.
Yeah, absolutely. It could have, but it's Samurai Esports who take the lead and they are going to capitalize on it as much as they can. They have one last round to take them all the way over the finish line or here on Ascent. But it's all for them to play. The question is whether or not they're going to be able to do it, and it's going to be only time that tells us because this timeout that has come in right now, and the teams, both of these teams, will be talking about what they can do to finish off this map in their favor. ROG, who have a bigger mountain to climb at the moment, are going to have to pull it back to 12-12 so that they can take it to overtime, whereas Samurai Esports are playing for the win with just one round left in the bank for them to take home. Yeah, Samurai Esports, they have an easier road, but ROG Academy, if they pull this back, it's going to be a hell of a match.
That's right, ROG Academy. Well, all of their fans are going to have their fingers crossed because they really want to see this map dragged into overtime so that there's, again, a fighting chance for their specific team. Now, ROG Academy, what they can try and do is play a little bit more, I don't know, passive. At this point, I guess that might just work out for them. A little bit of a passive approach and then, a quick change in stance to just bounce it on towards the players from the side of Samurai Esports. That might just be that specific, I don't know, breakdown or something from the side of ROG Academy. Because right now, Samurai Esports, with everything that they have been seeing coming in from the side of ROG Academy, right? Samurai Esports has sort of analyzed as to how exactly ROG Academy are playing on their attack as well. And the economy coming in from the side of Samurai Esports is pretty healthy, except for, of course, Blackhawk, because, well, new update and tons and tons of utilities to just buy into. So these probably have to just compromise on that specific spectrum. At the same time, it's going to be Ion to just hold his angle. And what the hell, Hoax? Missing out all of his blades. And I guess it's pretty much over, ladies and gentlemen. Samurai Esports, they can easily take the 13th on the board with Blackhawk. And that Spectre that I was talking about has already found himself a double. It's going to be all down to Trans in a 1 versus 5. Make it a 1 versus 4. And it's going to be Excali to just get that styling points in with the Blade Storms. Going to finish it off 13-11. It's going to be Samurai Esports taking away map of Ascent.
Yeah, I mean, Samurai Esports, what a comeback victory for them, and this is going to be a huge, huge treat for the fans of Samurai Esports, who, you see a team going down 93.5, you're going to have a little bit of, you're going to feel a little sad, of course, but you're going to have to hope for your team to have a comeback, and you're going to, my team's going to come back, and that's exactly what Samurai Esports did. 9-3, all the way back to 13-11 victory for Samurai Esports. What a game by them, and they pick up map number 1. And it is just amazing how they pull it back. And I gotta give the credit not to the entire team, definitely, but that man Wimp right there. Wow, I mean, he's on top of that table on the sides of Samurai Esports. He might not be on the top of the server, but almost every single frag he had was an impact one, and it was very, very important for his team.
Well, to be completely honest, right, Wimp, he has been popping off recently, and it's just ridiculous to see him on that support role and doing the job on the in terms of the fragging department as well, of course. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm just gonna put it out there, like, Wimp over towards the B side, best anchor, no cap. Like, no sorts of doubts whatsoever.
Absolutely.
Over towards the B side, the guy is just an absolutely amazing anchor. And it's just ridiculous to see Samurai Esports go ahead and get that victory against ROG Academy. It just feels bad, like, as a neutral viewer. It's like ROG Academy with such a massive lead, 9-3. They close out the first half, but then Samurai Esports with their brilliance, they just bring it all back and they take it away 13-11. Let's move in towards the match highlights, where Universe is gonna start off with explaining to you guys as to how exactly that match went on.
Yeah, I mean, you guys would have thought at this first half that, ROG Academy, Yeah, they're gonna have a little bit of a tough time. Samurai Esports are facing off against, but they got off to a flying start just in this pistol round, and Rio popped off completely. He got those 3 kills right up front in the first round, and it was Clouda and Hoax who just took over after that. Round after round, getting those kills and being all aggressive every way they can be, and defensive when they need to be. And it was just amazing how ROG got that first half settled down to a 9-3. But I don't exactly know what happened after that to ROG, because on the attacking side, they couldn't make anything work for them except for those 2 rounds that they picked up and made it on to 11 rounds. And Samurai Esports, you know what? They were really good on their defensive side. They knew exactly which angles to hold. They knew who should be playing where, and they knew how exactly to counter this ROG Academy team, who have been aggressing quite a bit, and they have also playing a little bit defensively. And Samurai Sports just had the counter to almost everything that they had to put up on the board. And my word, Samurai Sports, I mean, if you're ROG Academy right now, you definitely got a lot to be thinking about, because if they can come back from a 9-3 half, they can pretty much put the nail on the coffin in the next map. If they can, I wouldn't be surprised if Samurai Esports took the next map 13-2 or 13-3.
Yeah, like Samurai Esports. Imagine them in the next map going ahead and getting themselves a massive lead, right? ROG Academy, they're going to be left sweating and scratching their heads as to what exactly are we supposed to do, right? Like on the map of Ascent, they made such a comeback from 9-3, 13-11. Now, if they go ahead and get that lead right off the bat, imagine what will happen then. So yeah, as an ROG Academy player, you definitely are going to be thinking quite a lot. There are going to be a lot of thoughts running in your mind, but what I want to tell them is that all you have to do is just scratch it off, reset your mind, moving towards map number 2, and don't think too much. Like, just play naturally, like as you would, like in a normal game, like your normal strats. Just play your default composition, chill out, because the more you think about it, the more you stress it out, the more it's going to be easy for the opponents to just get in your mind and easily play around with it as well. So yeah, just keep your calm, cool composure, and move in towards map number 2. Try and get that map, drag this to the third map as well, and show us what you got. But with that, we are pretty much done with map number 1. We are all set to go in for a break, just get our refreshments as well. A can of Red Bull for sure. You guys can get yourselves as well. Scan the QR code, which is going to be appearing throughout the stream, and get yourselves a can of Red Bull. Check out all the links down in the description below, guys. Coming in from AMD Ryzen Radeon and WD Black. Get their products, get some insane upgrades for your system, and play like these professionals in the server as well. So with that, we're going to be going for a short break. See you guys in a minute or two. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back with map number 2.
I'm going to be back.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the TEC Gauntlet Season 1, powered by WD Black and AMD Ryzen Radeon. I'm your host, Assassin 47. Joining me on the desk is Universe, and we are all set and ready to dive straight in towards map number 2 of this best of 3 matchup between Samurai Esports and ROG Academy. Well, let's take a quick look at what exactly happened in map number 1, by the way. It went into the favor of Samurai Esports, 13 to 11. They made an epic comeback. From 9 to 3, they brought it back to 13 to 11.
Absolutely.
Now we are ready to jump straight in towards a map of Bind as well. So, thoughts on this, Universe?
This is gonna be another close affair. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same, but this time it could be ROG Academy who could come out with a new, strategy as to how they're gonna approach this map pick, because it is their own. They lost on Ascent, which was a pick of Samurai, and they can just say, okay, guys, it was their map pick. They probably had the advantage, so it's okay. It's fine. We did have a 9-3 lead, but in it, it's all good. It's okay, because now we got to focus on what this second map is, and that is our pick. And they have to focus whether or not they're going to be able to get the executes coming in that they need to, because Bind is a very tricky map. It is so very, like, it's a very variable map. Like, there's a lot of variables involved. It can be attacking, it can be defending. It's all about the momentum, and it's all for ROG to get that momentum going for themselves, because as they had it in the first half of Ascent, if they can pick it up again over here, they might as well go all the way.
That's right. I'm going to be moving in towards the agent selection screen right now, where both of these teams are going to be picking up the agents of their choice. It's going to be Samurai supposed to go ahead and pick out the Viper into the hands of Ion Q, Wimp on the Soa, Excali on the Raze, Psy on the Jet, Blackhawk on the Astra. From the side of ROG Academy, it's going to be on the Raze. Trance is going to be playing Astra, interesting. Rio on the Soa. We're going to be seeing Ria, interesting. That's a new addition to the RG Academy lineup, if I'm not wrong. Ria, I haven't heard that name before.
Yeah, I think they are going for a bit of a substitute kind of play over here. They're trying to make something different work with their lineup over here, and they do have their sixth man. They do have a 6-man roster, so they're trying to maybe switch things up a little bit and do some sort of magic that's going to happen, and that's exactly where probably he's on the lineup. And we're gonna have to wait and see whether this works out for ROG, or it's gonna just be their downfall, because I don't think we've seen Ria play before. If we have, I probably didn't watch that game. But if this is the first time he's playing, then he needs to do a lot of work over here, because he is gonna step into a match where it looked very, very good for ROG in the first half of it, but they eventually lost it, and now it is gonna be ROG who need to play out this map in their favor as much as possible, especially in that attacking side. And as they are on it, it is going to be the pistol run that's going to be going down. Ladies and gentlemen, we head into map number 2, and it is going to be an explosive one for sure on this map of Pine. And speaking about explosive, it's going to be Rio who turns out the first firework blowing in the face of Sai. And it is, Excali. He is having his beautiful flank coming in again, as he's been menacing around in that map of Sand. And they might just not expect it. Trance has an idea. Excali, though, he might just find the better of timing over here. He peeks out again. He will find Trance here any second now. Oh, the Trigger Discipline coming in. He spots two. He calls it out to his teammate. But the sound! Scally, why? He just gives out a sound and Trance will immediately take him down. And now there's absolutely no advantage that Samurai Esports have because they were all going to bet it on Scally to get that kill coming in from the flank. And the B-bomb set was left open, which is now going in the hands of ROG anytime soon because Blackhawk down to 34 HP and a Ghost in his hand. Yeah, he's not going to be able to stop it.
So it looks like that with 38 seconds left on the clock, right? There's going to be a decision to be made from the side of Samurai Esports as well. To just move in for their specific retake and win. Ooh, interesting. I was going to try and go in for these spams. Wimbo, on the other hand, has got no idea that there is Clouda coming in with a little bit of a backstab of his own. 2 vs 4 situation. Blackhawk is going to stuck over towards the elbow position as well, whereas Hoax just pushes in towards the B-halls, takes down Ion, and Trance comes in from the back lines. 1-0. Is once again, there's going to be ROG Academy to be walking away with their first half pistol.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is ROG Academy who need to keep building up on this, and this time if they get a healthy lead of somewhere around 8-4 or 9-3, it's up to them to not give it back down, because whenever you are on this this map of Pine, it's all about that unpredictability, because even if you're attacking and you get that half down to 9-3 and you go on defense, you can still lose it all the way down as they did in Ascent. And they must be very, very careful about how they approach this time around. They get a lead and they are looking like they want to build upon it as soon as possible. And Hoax, he will spot out one player's position. He knows that there's at least one over here. Sai will peek out that nade, not going to do a lot of damage, but it's going to be Hoax who will get tagged on 38. The blast pack coming in and it's going to take him down. Scally gets him off with that blast pack. And Clouda is getting pushed. He is going to get pushed, but it does not matter because Ion will go down by the hands of Inspector. Rio trying to lock up A over here, and look at all three players of Samurai Esports. They just took teleport and they're coming here towards showers. And Scally giving a lot of sound, and he's spamming bullets through that Viper wall. And there's nobody from ROG Academy to receive it at the moment though. Chance is very low, and Ria will get one. But Trance, no matter that he's low, no matter that he's on 5 HP, he's gonna get those 2 kills rushing in into the U-Haul position. And ROG Academy getting that round for themselves, 2-0 now. And the first buy should be coming in for Samurai Esports, and this is gonna be the first test for them.
Yeah, I mean, Samurai Esports, right? We did see something similar happen in map number 1 as well, that is Ascent. So it looks like that, ROG Academy, they definitely are going to be in for a little bit of a treat right now, as Samurai Esports are going to be on the bigger guns. Give the Phantoms and the Vandals to be coming out, and Scally might just go a little bit aggressive over towards a long position as well, but he knows that there is an Astral Form, that is an Astral Star being placed over there, and the Gravity Wall is going to be put there as well. It's going to be ROG Academy to, show a lot of presence over towards the B side, but then they're just gonna fall back and try and make their way back towards the A side. And this is gonna be expected from the side of Samurai Esports, so I'm not gonna be surprised if Ion or Blackhawk just walk away with multi-kills over towards the A side. And as soon as I say it, it's gonna be Blackhawk to get himself a double already. Looking for the triple, whereas Ion is gonna struggle a little bit.
Wow.
Because he's only gonna be able to get himself a frag. He does take down his nemesis, there's gonna be Rhea down, but Rio takes him down with a shock dot without any issues whatsoever. This is going to be an all-out Rio in a 1 versus 4. 47 seconds and the guy can try and, make some dent into the economy from the side of Samurai Esports by taking a few players down. But then he's not going to be able to do it as Blackhawk is just way too good, man. Look at him smiling in the player cam.
Yeah, he knows he's having a good time. It doesn't matter that they're 2 rounds down right up in the beginning. They're gonna pull it all the way back like they had in Ascent. And it's just important for them to get all the rounds they can on the board, because they are on the defensive side and they do have, I wouldn't say a slight bit of advantage, but it's almost evenly paced over here at Pine, because it's Pine. It's just how it is. You'd never know what's gonna happen, and it's all now in the hands of ROG Academy to try and work something out, because Ion is being an absolute menace over here towards the A showers position. And look at there, he's got a one-way poison orb set up, and he's gonna move back. And no more fights being taken over here. It's a little bit of a lull coming in the game right now into this round, because all the players of ROG Academy are taking a little bit of a slow step into this. They do not want to give out any sort of advantages, and that's exactly why the Owl Drone from Sova is going in, and he's going to clear out a lot of angles for his team. And they're not going to do anything upon it, though. They're not going to do any sort of sound cues that they're going to give out in this, but it is also a default setup in from the side of Samurai Esports, because they've got 3 players towards A and 2 towards B who haven't fed off of this, that sort of fake that ROG were trying to sell. Not exactly sure what they were trying to do, but definitely they're moving towards the B bomb site now. Yeah, okay, they look a little flustered right now, don't they, Assassin?
Yeah, kind of is
30
a little bit of a
seconds left.
chaotic moment for them as well. But at the same time, it's quite justifiable, right? Like Samurai Esports putting in the pressure as well, and ROG Academy to know for a fact that it is that aggression that's going to be coming out from the side of Samurai Esports. And as soon as I talk about that aggression, it's going to be Blackout to just jump out of that U-Haul's position. He's going to try and get into a frag, but then instantly gets taken down with a barrage of utilities just raining down on him. Clouda is going to try and hold on to that angle towards the U-Hauls, but that beautiful cosmic divide being played, right? It's just going to make all the difference. But Excali! Oh my lord. He's just going to spam him through that specific box, and he's going to get himself that frag, and Samurai Esports going to walk away with an easy retake. Frags coming left, right, and center, and in a second, ROG Academy get wiped off the A side.
Absolutely, and Samurai Esports, they should definitely be feeling confident after what they did in the last game. And look at Sai, he's cleaning in that mouse. He's probably putting some sort of magic powder in there, to give his team a little bit of that favored luck. And he's just blowing it in there. Said, okay, settle down, magic powder, give us the show, and make that mouse work wonders. Get that aim going, get a few heads popping. For the moment, though, it is working in the favor of Samurai Esports because they pull back 2 and they have the weaponry advantage, they have the economy advantage, and ROG are back on Sheriffs. And it is going to be a little bit difficult for them to pull out the sound because of the disadvantage of weaponry that they have at the moment. And again, it's a little bit of a setup that's going across all sides of the map over here except for showers for ROG. An extra hookah push that's coming in, but Hooks is going to get immediately pushed back by Wimp as he puts down those shock darts. And now ROG are just holding down their ground, waiting for pushes to come in from the side of Samurai Esports. And they're not giving them anything. Excali might just find somebody over here. Yeah, but it's going to be actually... Yes, Sai will find Rio. He takes him down. And Hawks will get an immediate trade on Excali though. And it is a 4v3. It is a 4v3 for Samurai Esports at the moment. Make that 3v3 because Clouda gets one on the other side of the map. Sai will immediately trade back and he's going to go aggressive and peek out, but he misses the shot and so does Hawks. And bullets fired out into the open and just hitting walls is all they're going to find at the moment. The grenade going down over there to pick up the bomb, and he will. Sai will tell that to his teammates, and now ROG in a 2v3. What can these players do? Because Ayan, he's already on the flank. They do have weapons to work with, one weapon at the very least, but Ayan is in a position where he could cause all the damage in the world to them.
Yeah, well, in a 2v3 situation where ROG Academy, they pretty much can just be able to pull it off, but at the same time, can't really forget the fact that there is Sai with the operator over to his long position. He's going to be finding himself that frag as well. Ayan coming in with the flank. So, yeah, maybe we might just see him trying to get that frag, but then the instant teleporter is going to come in from the side of Clouda. He's just going to take the teleporter, is going to move in over towards the shards and eventually towards the Ascent. Plant the spike, but then... look at that. Ayan already comes in from the short position, spots out Clouda, takes him down. The spike was planted already. that is quite unfortunate. Like, extra 300 creds moving in for ROG Academy already. But I guess that was the point. After all, Clouda just wanted to get that spike planted in so that there's at least something rather than nothing going on for them in that specific round. ROG Academy, they are struggling right now a little bit as soon as Samurai Esports come out with their bigger guns, like once Sai is pretty much comfortable on that operator as well, things start to sort of slide away from the hands of ROG Academy, and it has been the tradition for a lot of other teams as well. Samurai Esports, let's see what exactly they're going to do this round, how exactly they are going to defend both of these sides, and we are going to be seeing the Pit Viper being put down from the side of Samurai as well.
Yep, and now it looks like a very heavy B hit coming in from ROG Academy, and look at Ayan's position. He is in a place where he could cause a lot of havoc, but he is having two angles to look at the moment because Wimp is at the back of side, and Ayan's covered up two angles completely on his own with this Viper Spit. What an amazing lineup of this Viper Spit. Where exactly, I really want to see where he put on that ultimate, where exactly he triggered, so we can also have a use of it in our pugs and ranked matches. But hey, Ayan right now doing a lot of work for his team by just standing still at the moment though. He's just put that Viper Spit and he's waiting for ROG to push in, who are not quite sure what's happening. Sai is getting a lot of information towards A, and it looked okay. This rotation is going in towards A. Looks like they are not sure Samurai Esports about what's happening in Cloud. That flash could mean all for Samurai Esports to come immediately back, because look at this. They're gonna rush in immediately by the hands of that flash coming in, and Hopes will get taken down though. Rio will immediately trade him out, and Ayan doing the work for his team. All the damage given by his pit is just gonna help him get the kills as easily as he can. But for the moment, it is ROG Academy on the back lines, and Blackhawk is just gonna add fuel to the fire as he takes on the last two players remaining, and ROG are not finding any sort of success because Samurai Esports are looking absolutely too good.
Samurai Esports, and once again their epic retake, right? It usually tends to narrate a story as well, and this time once again it is going to be Blackhawk to be the star of that specific story as well. Look at Blackhawk. There comes a fist bump. All smiles from the side of Samurai Esports. From the side of ROG Academy, by the way, tensions brewing up because things are looking a little bleak. Despite them getting that spike planted, they're not able to hold on to in an after plant situation as well. And it's just this game prowess coming out from the side of Samurai Esports, right? In ROG Academy, they're not looking that confident when it comes to taking their duels. I'm not really sure what happened. Like, come on, guys, get it back together. As I said, right, just reset your minds. Move in with a fresh mindset into map number 2. I'm pretty sure that bind isn't going to be a bit of a problem. Like, ROG Academy, we have seen them dominate on the map of bind as well. But it looks like that Wimp and Ayan Q, they're just going to rub salt to the wound. ROG Academy, like every single time they try to do something, it's just Samurai Esports going ahead and, hamming them down. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, what more can you do at this point? Because you're coming out with a force fire over here where you had weapons online, but you had semi-armors across the board. And that's in any form or situation, that's not going to be a good thing for you, because you're not going to face off with that 25 less HP that you're going to have in terms of armor. That's going to, give you a little bit. You just need one less bullet from the hands of one player from Samurai Esports, who's just going to take you down with maybe 3 bullets. Where on the other side, it's going to be 4 where you need to fire based on the weapon you're using. But at the moment, Samurai Esports definitely feeling good about themselves, and Blackhawk is just going to add on to that good feeling. He takes down one more. Sai is there to get another with the operator, and it looks like this matter's all done and dusted with. Folks, you will find one though, but 30 HP left on him, and Ayan around the corner, and Sai with the operator as well is going to, it's going to be Sai who's going to take him down. Folks, cannot do anything, and Samurai Esports looking very comfortable right at the beginning of this map of Bind, aren't they, Assassin?
That's right. Samurai Esports, I mean, them starting off with defense, right? We expected this to happen for sure. And Samurai Esports, I'm just looking forward to seeing how many rounds they can seek out on their defense as well, because the same is to be expected from the side of ROG Academy as well when they move in on their defense, right? Things are going to be favoring them as well. So all in all, Samurai Esports, they have to capitalize as much as they can on their attack. What I believe is that Samurai Esports, they're a lot better on their attack than their defense. Like, this is something that I've analyzed out of Samurai Esports' bind maps, especially. Like, they're just way too good on their attack. Like, you would see Excali and Sai somewhere around the map, and the next second they're on the side. They have created space for the team, and Samurai Esports have got the spike planted.
Yep, but for now, they're not going to let this plan go down. Excali gets the first one, but Hawks, okay, he's going on a roll. He gets 2 with that Spectre. Goes to pick up the Vandal, but he gets punished for it because he doesn't have Blackhawk side here. Blackhawk, he struggles, but he gets taken down anyway. Trans will take him down, and Ayan Q is right there to support his teammate in the hooker position. And Trans now left in the 1v2 is going to run all the way from a defender spawn towards the A-bomb side, and I don't think Samurai Esports are aware of this at the moment, and they're gonna hear this plan go down, and they're gonna go all the way back towards A from a shot. And ROG, this is the opportunity to pull out something, and it's going to be Trans who needs to get this very, very important round for his team, or else it's going to be 62 scoreline, and it's pretty much what ROG did to Samurai Esports in the last map, that Samurai Esports are returning the favor in terms of rounds. At least for the moment, Trans knows where one of them is. He knows that the Jet is there. He should have heard both of them. And Sai, he drags him down to 7, but not enough to get the kill though. He pulls the gravity pull, Trans, but he's not going to get anybody coming to it. Ian taps the bomb and he's going to take him down. It does not matter whether he's going to be vulnerable by his own poison. It's not going to matter at all because, you know, Trans, low on HP, could have probably got this round, but Sai tagged him down to solo, and you can see he just, Sai is shouting, he's having fun, they know what they're doing. 62 scoreline, ROG, yeah, I mean, what can you do at this point, Assassin? How can you counter when Samurai Esports is on a roll like this?
Yeah, there's very little that you can try and do as well, but yeah, you can always put in the efforts, and and ROG Academy, they have to put in these efforts as well. They have to start small and then make the bigger changes. Eventually, they are going to be able to do it, but what can they do against a behemoth like Sai? Can you stop it? It's just getting ridiculous at this point. You see ROG Academy players, they're trying so hard to at least get a pick, but then Sai with his operator is everywhere. And look at okay, I'm just done. Like, I'm like... Anyways, ROG Academy. The guys are just trying so hard once again, but they're just getting shot through smokes, and Sai gonna eat that paint shell, is gonna try and get the hell out of there. Out of 48 points of health with a minute left out of the clock. They've got control over towards the short position, but then little do they know that Clouda is coming in with that massive flank. And this might just make all the difference. Wimp is gonna be going down first, and there's a decision to be made right now by Clouda. Whether to let Wimp live or towards the Heavens position. You know, just sneak in, but then, unfortunately, the luck is not favoring Clouda, as Wimp is just gonna walk back towards the defender side of spawn, because he sensed a little bit of a sneaky play. Hey, Xcali, well, he's gonna try and come in with a backstab of his own. He's gonna spawn out Hoax. And there is Clouda over towards the Heavens position. It's gonna be Sai and Xcali to get themselves a frag each, and the deadly duo are gonna strike back once again to put up another round of the board for Samurai Esports.
I mean, this is absolutely crazy. Like, you know, you saw them get dealt on the other side of this hand in the map of Ascent, and now they are like, okay, guys, we have the cards in our hands now, and you're gonna be taking all of it. And ROG, they do not have an answer to the defense of Samurai Esports. They have built up a wall across every single avenue that they can enter into a site from. And yeah, ROG, what can you do at this point? Because this map, you know, the rotations, that is very, very important, which we can talk about later, because Sai is just having a game to himself. He's just feeling it at the moment. He gets an amazing shot, and he kills the Viper and immediately dashes back, giving his team a man advantage for the moment. And Wimp will whip out that recon, and it's going to be Cloud. It's going to be spotted out. The shock traps are going to come raining in, giving some damage. It's not going to connect though. And Sai in a very not a usual corner where you would want to see an operator, but it's gonna okay. Blackhawk, hello. How are you so far deep into enemy lines? But it doesn't matter for the moment because he's just popping heads one after the other. He takes out the twin sister, and now it is ROG Academy being ripped apart to shreds, one by one. The exchange of grenades coming in from both the races. It's gonna be Hoax who comes out on top, but just with 5 HP left to his name. Sai will miss the shot. He has 74 HP though. He has the frenzy as well. All he needs is one bullet to connect, and that will connect. Sai will take Hoax down, and now Rio giving up his position. Last man standing. Ian, Blackhawk, and Sai all around where he is, and it's gonna be Ian who takes him down. 8-2. I mean, what Assassin? How are they doing this? They're just giving them left, right, back, center, forward, every single where, and ROG Academy are just getting ripped apart in every single part of the map.
Yeah, ROG Academy, they aren't at all comfortable on this attack side of buy, and I'm not really sure what happened. They had such a good start. Like, they took the pistol round, they took the round following that, but then after that, as soon as the bigger guns came out from the side of Samurai Esports, which I did notify you guys about, like, you know, Samurai Esports, once the bigger guns do come out, they look a lot comfortable, and that's exactly what is happening right now. And once again, Sai, how much more are you gonna eat ROG Academy alive? Looks like that on top of that Leo, it is going to be Cloud to peek in, but what? Sai! Once again, the flick of the wrist comes in and the man is going to connect that shot. It is going to be Excali to spray down the entirety of Rio and put in a little bit of a BM as well, as he's known as the most popular BM king out there in the country. Trans, for now he's waiting for Excali, but no Sai!
No!
He's sitting at such a low HP and he's just not stopping at all. What is this sheer confidence coming in from the side of Samurai Esports? And ROG Academy, they're just allowing them to rip them apart.
I mean, look at how far back they were pushed. Although they got this A-bomb side, Sai is just not allowing them. And like, nope, guys, this A side is mine. Do not come anywhere near it. And Excali on this flank over here sprays Rio down just as you stated. And 9-2, looks like it's going to a 10-2 at this point. And Odin coming in from the hands of Excali. Oh, Assassin,
Wow.
this could get cheeky.
Wow. No. No. Excali, you can't do this.
Nope.
Are you actually gonna go ahead for this? Alright, you are. But you know what? Surprise, surprise. The entirety of ROG Academy, they decided to move over towards the A side. So you better start making your rotations, buddy. Oaks is on his showstopper, so he's trying to get himself a kill on top of that ult. Definitely gonna drive the entirety of Samurai Esports away. The Samurai Esports gonna be scared in order to stay on the side. They know that the showstopper might just hit them and take them down. An advantage for ROG Academy for now, as IonQ is gonna be going down. That Rio's gonna pop in that ult towards the defender side of spawn. Two of the players are moving in from the defender side of spawn. Looks like that Oaks is just gonna get caught inside of that gravity roll. Now that is going to be information for Samurai Esports and the Cosmic Divide. Like, both the Cosmic Divides have been put in. It looks like that Excali. Oh my god, Clouda, the Empress Clouda is going to be going down. It's going to be Excali's Odin to actually work. Could you believe that? Blackhawk, on the other hand, is going to try and maneuver his way inside of that Viper fence. But Oaks is going to take down Ria. And with that, RG Trans, the final player left out from the side of RG Academy, is going to manage to get himself that kill. And what a chaotic affair over towards the A site, with utilities coming left, right, and center. Like, there was like a barrage of abilities being used over towards the A side, and the A side, it barely was the A side anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. And look at this, Assassin. We're right back to where we started from on map 1. But the only difference is it's going to be Samurai Esports on the other side of that scoreline. 9-3. And now they're heading into attack. And like you said, we know that they're pretty good on this attack of bind, right? And it's only going to be for ROG to play at this point because they can have as many defensive setups as they want. But when Sai is on a rampage like he is right now, it's going to be very, very difficult to stop him, especially when Excali is just chiming in like he is, as always, supporting his teammate. And Samurai Esports at this point are looking too good, and they might just run away with it as soon as they want to be possible.
Now, do you remember? I kind of had this conversation as well in the previous map.
Yep.
Right? Like, ROG Academy, them, with the first half ending the score 9-3 in their favor, fine. Like, Samurai Esports going to be able to make the comeback, which they did, 13-11. But what if Samurai Esports do it instead? What if they manage to close out the half 9-3, and then on their attack, they're not gonna let ROG Academy take anything away. Like, there's not gonna be any changes whatsoever because we know how good they are on their attack, right? And
absolutely.
ROG Academy, they cannot pull off a Samurai Esports here on the map of bind. Like, it's gonna be very tough. It's gonna be a mammoth task for them. But if they can make it happen, then I would be more than happy. Like, I really want to see ROG Academy to just make the comeback. Maybe drag this game to an overtime. What we couldn't see on the map of Ascent, maybe we could see it on the map of bind.
Maybe so, and it's all gonna be up to ROG to make that happen, Assassin, just like you said, because on this map of bind, which is their pick, by the way, ROG picked this, they are not looking all too comfortable at all. And now on the defending side, Sai, he's coming in with that confidence, he's coming in with that ghost, he knows where one player is, and the nades are going to be falling in, but that's not going to do much actually. But Hawks will do with his classic though. He has his teammate to his help, and he's going to take him down. Clara takes down Blackhawk, and now Samurai Sports falling apart. Sai gets the thing on Ria, but he's taking it on anyway, and it's just what happened in the last map, ladies and gentlemen. The team that took in the half 9-3 won the first pistol round, and the team that was on the 3-round victory so far took the 4th round in their favor as the second pistol round. I mean, much of a deja vu happening here.
Yep, definitely getting a little bit of a flashback from map number 1, but alright. Interestingly, right?
Yeah.
We might just see it happen. Like, you never know. You might just see
Yeah.
RG Academy bringing it all back together and Samurai Esports, them just failing to close it out. But at the same time, we know what Samurai is capable of, and we know what RG is capable of. So, I don't doubt either of their skills or talents. Like for me, both of them are amazing teams, and both of them have got individual players that pop off whenever their team
Down
needs them the
A.
most.
Yeah, and for the moment, it looks like it's going to be Blackhawk and Excali who are doing that for Samurai Esports. And Wimp to chime in. 2v2, but I don't think, yeah, he doesn't know the slice coming in.
enemy
Cloud is just
remaining.
going to take him down. Trigger Discipline not going to work a lot because he just needs that kill for the moment. And ROG Trans is going to pull the last man down standing from the side of Samurai Esports and putting up round number 5 for their team. 9-5, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like we might see another game on our hands that could go all the way with ROG making a comeback. But the question is whether they're going to be able to face off the wrath of Samurai Esports. Like Assassin, you said, it is when the big guns come out that Samurai Esports are at their true potential. And look at what we have. It's a barrage of 5 big guns that can cause this round to fall apart for ROG within seconds.
But still, Samurai Esports, right?
Yep.
In my opinion, they still are struggling in terms of the economy. Like, a little bit of a misbuy coming in the previous round that would cost two of the players to not be able to go in for that full shield. And Oaks sitting at 1 HP. How is he still alive? Someone has to take down that boom bot, by the way. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit of a trouble. But yeah, Excali, just shoot it like randomly. Shoot in a bullet or two. You might just be able to get yourselves a frag on towards Oaks because he's so critically low. He's barely breathing right now. A minute and 5 seconds left on the clock, and Samurai Esports, they have a lot of time, by the way. They can just easily, make that slow execute happen. But there you go, Excali comes in with that glitch for Vandal, and the BM as well. Oh, of course. I mean, it's like with I don't know, with the oceanic water moving closer to the shore, there is sand coming with it, right?
Yeah.
So it is something like that with Excali and and his kills. So along with the kills comes the salt and the sand as well. So
you know what? This is the kind of thing that makes a match entertaining, right? I mean, you gotta have a little bit of fun. You gotta have a little bit of that, lay
yeah, I
down
mean,
of salt.
he has been doing it from quite some time now. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people in the viewers right now, they might be watching Excali recently, like in Valorant, but then Excali throughout his entire FPS career, right? He has been doing this. He's known as the BM King. He used to be known as the BM King, and I guess he's always gonna be known as the BM King.
Absolutely. I mean, you gotta give it to him because okay, you know what? To be honest, he deserves to be called the BM
Yeah, he deserves it, right?
Yeah,
he
he
always comes in
plays-
with these styling points.
Yeah, he plays, he gets those skills, and he also does kind of like the weird, wacky stuff that nobody would expect. And he makes all of that work as well. So kudos to Excali for that. But for now, it's gonna be Samurai Esports. Wimp, he gets a pick onto Ria, and Ria is going to be spotted out. For the moment, Samurai Esports are not gonna capitalize on that information though. But look at the rotations. Oh my god. Look at this from ROG Academy. They've gambled all of their cards towards the A bomb side. All 5 of them available here. The B bomb side is absolutely empty. If only Samurai Esports knew this, they could move in as soon as they wanted to and just get stuff happening for them. But slowly, they are making their way towards the B bomb side, which is completely open. And it looks like ROG have realized this as well, and they're going on the flanks, they're going on the rotations. But the thing is, I don't think they're going to be able to do much over here because Samurai Esports, as soon as they get a hold of this B bomb side, that retake with those weapons in their hands is going to be really difficult.
Yep, it's gonna be an awkward retake as well, right? That 5 vs 5 retake coming out from ROG Academy.
seconds left.
But their position is
Spike
just a little bit too good. We've got 2 players coming in from the long position as well. It's gonna be Rio to take down Wimp, but then Blackhawk immediately. He's gonna snap back to speed and is gonna be finding himself a double. Insta-lock onto both the faces towards the long positions, and I guess Clouda might just be able to pull it off. All he has to do is isolate himself into individual one-on-ones. If he can just take down Blackhawk, he can absolutely find the frag on towards Excali as well. But you know what? Excali and Blackhawk are just way too good in order to give him that individual one-on-one as well. Like, he knows it. And as soon as he's going to jump down from the hooker's position, he's going to try and take down one player first. So all they have to do is just hold that crossfire, and they're going to do just that. Easily going to get that 11th round of the board, and Samurai Esports might just be in for the 12th as well, because ROG Academy... No, hold on a second. ROG Academy was an eco for them, the previous one, correct? So, yeah, this is going to be a full buy round for them. I expect a little bit of a firework coming out from them, and oh, Clouda, he's on the operator, which is not a good idea in my opinion, because, I don't know, not getting a good vibe out of it.
Yeah, especially on the attacking side of Bind, you would... Okay, I mean, Sai makes it work though. Clouda, he is gonna find one. Nope. Blackhawk.
Exactly why I said not a good idea.
You were right.
Not getting a good vibe out of it. Yep. Clouda, he hasn't
Sai.
been...
Hello, Sai.
Yep, Sai is just missing absolutely everything, and it's completely fine at this point. You know, Sai missing everything and maybe getting taken down doesn't even matter at this point, because two of the players from Sado RG Academy have already fallen down. And the A side control is with Samurai Esports. So with them getting the spike planted, an amazing Viper utilities being used over towards the A side in order to give them that perfect cover as well, to just get control over towards the side. Just in a 2 vs 5 situation, I'm not sure if ROG Academy can do much anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on... Okay, but Ria looks like he's making things happen. He gets a third. Okay, Ria, blowing my mind. Keep continuing to do it. He puts down the Viper Spit. Excali, he's gonna push through. Hoax though will take Excali down, and it's gonna be Hoax who clutches. No! Oh, okay, it is actually Hoax, but it is the last man standing is actually Ria. And he's gonna get... I don't exactly know what happened there, because I thought it was gonna be Excali who gets those kills coming in. But in the end, it was Hoax who got that first kill, and that nade he got, even after he dropped down, was worth enough to get that kill and let Ria get that defuse going. I mean, it was almost down to the wire. It was... What an amazing, you know, retake coming in from Ria. He absolutely demolished that. Those 3 kills that he got were absolutely paramount to the success of this round. Excali could have taken him down, but Hoax was there to help out his teammate. And that nade right there did the work that he couldn't have done while he was while being dead. So, hey, kudos to Hoax to getting that 1 round, but there's a lot more where that needs to come from, right, Assassin?
Definitely sure. I mean, there is a lot to come from the side of ROG Academy, and I believe it's going to be quite a climb for them, but it's not an impossible one. We still believe in ROG Academy, and should pretty much be able to do more against Samurai Esports, but man, Samurai Esports. Blackhawk is going to come in from the long position. Fighting for a flag, and that is going to be Excali. Oh, the showstopper! How did it not get the kill on towards Clouda? Clouda just makes it out of there in the right time, but in the end does get taken down. Excali quickly adjusts himself, and oh, what is this? What? IonQ got he got disconnected. Yes, he got timed out, and he's just gonna straight away run with the spike into the B halls. Does manage to get taken down by Rio, whereas Blackhawk comes in with the immediate trade, but Rio is coming in with a flank of his own, and Blackhawk is aware about that. 12-6, a match point for Samurai Esports, and it looks like that ROG Academy are not going to be too happy about this.
Yeah, they are not, because Samurai Esports are now on map point. And look at Sai. He's just... Look at Sai. Yeah, he's... okay, Sai, he's having a lot of fun at the moment. He's enjoying it. Look at Blackhawk. These guys are screaming. I mean... okay, great. I'm pretty sure that they're having a lot of fun. And Samurai Esports are in prime position at the moment as well. So, hey guys, if you're Samurai Esports fans at the moment, scream, shout, and have fun like these players are, because, well, they've deserved that victory so far at least. And they're just one step away from shutting this down to a 2-0. And Samurai Esports, they have everything that they need to get this done and dealt with, because ROG do not have weaponry, do not have enough utility. They need to work with the one thing that they will have available to themselves, and that is their aim. And it's all going to be a question right now, because moving into this A-bomb set is looking likely for a Samurai Esports, as Excali will be the first one to try to make contact. Does not get anything though. Sai will get spotted out by that recon, and now he's going to move back immediately because he can hear a little bit of a noise coming in. Oh, Clouda. Not the right weapon to be flanking with per se. He has a Marshall, But Rio, okay, he gets Hunter's Fury down and he takes out one. Wimp is trying to get another kill for his team, and it's going to be Sai rather. Oh, look at this weird exchange of position. Look at this. Look at where Clouda is. He should be spotting out one player. Oh, the Astra Stars are going to cost him. No! Clouda, the trigger discipline. He's going to hold it all the way back towards the A-bomb side. Clouda, he should be getting even a weapon. Oh, this is all going in his favor. He does not pick it up. He just gets the kill on with that Marshall. And now he picks up the Vandal. And Wimp left to do it all. In the 1v2, does not see where the other one is. And it's going to be Trans who makes use of his unknown position. And he is going to take him down. ROG live to tell the story another round.
Yeah, ROG Academy, Clouda, and that trigger discipline is definitely, comes in with a little bit of ace sweetness for the entirety of ROG Academy as well. That's right. It's gonna bear them some real sweet fruits, and maybe that might just be the round changing or match changing move right there. Like specific move being made by Clouda, right? Might just change the entire outcome of the specific match. You never know. And just help ROG Academy drag this to an overtime.
Yep.
But yeah, like I know, I've been stressing on the comeback a little bit too much, and that's because I really want to see this match going very, very close, and I just want to see ROG Academy to pull the weight as well. Samurai, they've already done it. Like they've got themselves on 12. They're pretty much very happy sitting right up there with a match point. All they have to do is just get one more. But what is more interesting is to see what ROG Academy are going to do about it. Looks like that Sai has already right. Try and find a dink, and he does, by the way. Rhea gets dinged. Only 72 points of health, but then unfortunately he's not going to be able to get the kill. It is going to be Rhea to try and get himself another one. And ROG Academy, as I said, that move being made by Clouda might just be a really, really good one, as ROG Academy, they found themselves the 8th on the board now. And they're slowly but surely getting it all back.
Yeah, absolutely. There's another round coming on the board for them, and thanks to the heroics of Rhea, who did get quite a bit of damage happening. He got kills and he got a lot of information for his team as well, utilizing his utility, which did a lot of work for himself as well to get himself into positions where he could affect a lot more of the game. And it's an 8th round on the board for them at the moment. But the question is whether they're going to be able to go all the way furthermore, because it's looking a very tall order to climb still. They have 4 more rounds to get up on the board. They have the utility. They have the weaponry, at least in this round, because Samurai Esports are on an eco. They have Sheriff, they have frenzies, but that does not mean that they cannot win this swiftly. For the moment though, they're going towards the B-bomb side, and Hoax will spot one. He shows out the nade, gets spotted out as well. And Sai, he's absolutely relentless. He dashes in and he's going to give up his life. And Hoax is going to get another one. Both the duelists are down. Make that a 3 and 4 coming in from Trans and Clouda, and Hoax getting a third for himself. And it was a pretty easy round that we had expected, and a flawless one coming in as well at that. 12-9 now. Hope still not lost, ladies and gentlemen. ROG Academy very much still in this. They can pull it all the way back to 12-12. And you know what, Assassin, I believe in them. If they pull this back, I am going to be so happy for them, because they would have definitely earned it. And it's going to be a hell of a match.
Yeah, I really want to see ROG Academy just put up that 10th round of the board as well. I mean, getting themselves onto double digits is an entirely different... it's going to be that entirely different boost that they need as well, right? And that boost is definitely going to help them. And maybe the boost has already come in. And it's just going to keep on increasing. It's like that rampage mode, right? Where each kill is just going to give you more and more power.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, look at this again. Clouda, how is he finding these flanks without anybody looking at him, man? Samurai Esports need to stop this guy, or else they're going to be in huge trouble in every single time they have someone watching the backlines, because nobody is doing it at the moment. And Hoax, yeah, he's going to take down Sai. Both the ultimates are popped out at the same time, but it's going to be Hoax who gets the better of it. And look at Clouda. Oh boy, he's going to go through that cloud of Nebula, and he's going to find Wimp for sure. Takes him down, gives it away his position, but does not matter. And he's going to take that orb to get information as he dismisses out and knows where Excali is. Hoax will find another. Blackhawk going down the grenade to do a lot more damage. Excali running around. He finds one head, but that's all he's going to find, because Hoax will finish out immediately. Ayan, though, will find the Alter Viper. And now in a 1v2, You've seen him pull off these clutches. He has the bomb in his hands as well. Question is whether he's going to be able to. He puts up the Viper wall that he set up. And now Ion in a position where he could cause damage. He gets spotted out, and it's going to be Clara who takes him down. 12 to 10. Assassin. This is looking very likely that it might go to an overtime. And it, you know what? It might just, because again, it's going to be the economy of Samurai Esports is going to be hit very heavily after this round.
It looks like that Samurai Esports, right? They just need to get back into their serious mode right now, because you know what? This is slowly starting to just slowly starting to fall away. And I guess ROG Academy, if they are gonna go ahead and make that comeback, which we all want to see, by the way, but I'm sure that Samurai Esports don't want that. They actually don't wanna be taken over by ROG Academy. So Samurai Esports, in their defense, of course, very, very important. They need to start getting their stuff back together. They need to be in their serious outfit right now, so that they can just get their game back in. Someone is gonna struggle a little bit with the name of Ion Q. He's gonna try and make his way out after.
Oh no!
Spike as well, but Xcali gonna get taken down by the boom bar, and it looks like that Blackhawk is gonna die to the grenade. What? Abilities just coming left, right, and center, and the entirety of Samurai Esports, they just get taken down with nothing but the utilities.
Absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, that is Valorant in a nutshell.
Yeah, that is valid. But to be completely honest, right, the new update, it specifically says precise gunplay.
Gunplay,
Like, we are focused on precise gunplay, and yeah, definitely Valorant, definitely.
Man,
You
I'm
guys
gonna
have done that.
I'm not gonna stick with precise gunplay. I'm gonna stick with, you know, absolutely ridiculous utility usage. I think that should be the line for Valorant.
Yeah, I mean, RG Academy, like, they are doing a really good job when it comes to using the utility, and the same can be said for Samurai Esports. Samurai Esports, their execute is so goddamn good, right? You see these walls being put up by Viper, you see these pushes being made by the duelists as well, Sai and Xcali individually, on top of the utilities dropped in by Blackhawk or IRQ. And you know, the same can be said for RG Academy. It's just that on who exactly is going to be setting that momentum on in a specific round right off the bat. And this round, it's actually Xcali. And I guess they might just be able to finish it off this round if ROG Academy make a little bit of a mess up. IonQ trying to flank. He's trying to lurk over towards the A side. He's trying to find some sort of an advantage here. If he can just find himself one more frag over towards the A side, that is going to be the entirety of Samurai to just instantly press S on their keyboard and make their way over towards A and Ion.
Oh, look at
This
this.
is going to be close.
No way.
Raya is going to pass over towards the other side. He's going to activate the ult, and Ion is going to hear that out. And Ion,
Oh my
he might just
God.
make his way over towards the defender side spawn, but right now he's just trying to find some frags.
Oh,
No,
no.
It's not. One of these places that knife's out, and oh, Ion is going to be the one to just pull it out. Push. It's going to be Raya to be going down, maybe, but no, Raya is just quick enough. Samurai Esports, a 4 vs 2 situation. Both of them side fights with the frag on towards Raya. It is insane. The translate out in a 1 vs 4, and he has to just pass in through this cosmic divide. And as soon as he's going to do that, he's going to get taken down. Blackhawk, he spots out Trans, but at the same time, Sai knows where exactly Trans is, and he knows Trans might just come out from the other side. And this is all down to Trans and his individual one-on-ones that he's going to take. But is he going to be given any is the question? No, it's going to be the straight-up answer. As Samurai Esports, they end map number 2 in the exact same fashion that they did in map number 1. 13 to 11. What a match, man. What a match.
Wow. I mean, what more can you want as a viewer when you're watching these two teams play? Because that was absolutely crazy. That last round, Ion, that positioning, 2 players coming out with knives right in front of each other, getting those guns out and then firing one another. And in the end, it did not matter at all, because it was Samurai Esports who got the lead that they lost in the first map. They got 9 to 3. They came up to 12. They again threw it the same way that it was getting done by ROG. And it went up to 11 to 13. Sorry, it went up to 12 to 11. And then in the end, it again fell in the favor of Samurai Esports. I mean, if you're a Samurai Esports fan, between those last 4 rounds, you would have definitely got a heart attack.
Yeah. I mean, Panic attack, that's for sure, though. Not really sure about heart attack. Let's just hope that your heart is as young as you are. Please take care of yourself. Stay safe, guys. But yeah, to be completely honest, right? Samurai Esports, what an exhilarating display. And the way they just pulled it back together and then closed it out, right? That is something to be appreciative for. And ROG Academy, I want to focus them more as well. Let's quickly jump into the highlights and figure out what exactly went wrong from the side of ROG Academy throughout the first half as well as the second half as well. But I gotta give this to RG Academy, man. Props to them. The way they never gave up, and every single challenge that they faced, they sort of brought it back as well with their individual brilliance, thanks to Clouda and the rest of the gang. So something to be appreciated for from the side of RG Academy, and in no time, I'm sure they're gonna become the titans, just like Samurai Esports and the rest of the teams out there in the country as well. And they are gonna be able to close it out. But Universe, just take it away for the highlights, man.
Yeah, I mean, these highlights are all what they show what happened right now, and it's all about Samurai Esports, who got the first amazing half coming into their favor, 9-3. Same thing that ROG did to them, they just gave it back to them in the same fashion. They got a lot of kills coming in, they got a lot of executes coming in, and Sai was having a field day, and as was Excali. Both the duelists were doing really good job, but the rest of the team were chiming in at places where they needed to get those impact frags coming in. And it was all about, how Samurai Esports would control ROG's attack coming in, and they did that pretty well, because like you can see that there's kills 1, there's 2, there's 3, and it's just coming out in one by one fashion. Like, you can't really expect anything more, because Samurai Esports were just on the top of their game for that first half, and they did quite a bit of damage. Although they did give away quite a few rounds in the second half, they gave a little bit of a scare. They brought it up to 11. They got the score up to 11. They got the score up to 12. But it came down from 12-7, 12-8, 12-9, 12-10, 12-11. And then Samurai Esports thought, okay, guys, now we shut it down. And that's exactly what they did, as they did in the first map. Because in the first map, although it was a comeback that they got, in this map, it was a hold down that they had to do until the very last round. And Samurai Esports, kudos to them. Second win on the board. Right, going up on top of that scoreboard. They need to be up there with the rest of the leaders in this group that they are facing off against. And Samurai Esports, they must be feeling good about themselves, because after that loss against Enigma, I mean, you definitely, you're looking, okay, guys, we're back in this tournament. We're getting the wheels, we're getting all the drivers and the gears ready, and we're moving into this with Hans right up front and taking every single game we get up to the sky.
That's true. Samurai Esports, an amazing display for sure. Congratulations once again for getting that victory against ROG Academy. ROG Academy, on the other hand, in my opinion, there's a lot to discuss about, which we are definitely going to do on the analyst desk. So why don't we quickly jump straight into the analyst desk as well, after the message from our sponsors.
Hey guys, and welcome back. This time we're going to be on the analyst desk, and I'm joined with Universe and Assassin. What a match. Now, give us a quick rundown. How do you think it went? Did it go according to expectations? Universe.
Pretty much, I think this was something that people would have expected if you're an SE fan, if you're a Samurai Esports fan, you would have definitely seen this coming, but not, not so close to the wire, because that first map was quite a bit of a scare for them, because 9-3 down, and you're seeing ROG perform at their absolute best, and it was just you wouldn't have expected it as Samurai Esports, but they pulled it back all the way, and you know what, that comeback was just amazing. And the same thing happened to them on the other side though, but Samurai Esports were on the receiving end this time. They got a lot of rounds going against them. They pulled it to 93, they went all the way to 12, but they gave up so many rounds and endangered the panic attacks coming in, creeping into the people of their fans, like Assassin said. But in the end, hey, Samurai Esports, they got the job done.
All right. What are your thoughts, Assassin? Did that go as expected for you? Did a team pull off a much better performance? What's on your mind?
I would say yes and a no at the same time. So yes, I expected Samurai Esports to take away the win today, but no, I did not expect RG Academy to put up such a performance like that. Like I expected Samurai Esports, I expected RG Academy to bring it a little bit more further. Like they should be more than enough capable to just drag that game into overtime or something like that in that specific situation. Like I wanted them to just take it further and beyond to something like next level or something like that, because they have been putting in the work and we can see that. Like ROG Academy, they are a roster that is consistently putting in the work, but they're just not able to close it out, and that is something that they need to sit down and fix, like against these top tier teams, right? I'm expecting ROG Academy, a team of their caliber, to just easily give a tough time to all of these top tier teams out there in the country as well. They are going to do that. I'm sure about that. It's just going to take a little bit more time, but I want them to speed up the process.
All right. So a great win here for the side of Samurai Esports, and that just puts them in a really favorable position. Now let's have a quick look at the group standings. And while we look at that, who are some of the highlight players for you, Universe?
I think today the highlight player for me for the side of Samurai Esports has to be Sai, and he was the player in Spotlight today, and he showed why he deserves to be in the Spotlight. Especially in the second map of Bind, he was just going nuts. I mean, he was down to 4 HP in a certain round, and we saw him with that operator. He got 2 kills nonetheless, and he popped out the knives, and he went again for that kill while being 4 HP, and he still got that kill. And that just shows how confident this man is while playing that agent. And Sai just absolutely put on a show for his fans. He put on a show for his team, and he just got them across by the finish line, and that's exactly what they needed. On the side of ROG, I would say it was Trans, actually, who did put in a lot of work along with Clouda. I mean, Clouda and Trans did quite a bit of work. Clouda was absolutely, the out and out fragger. He was getting kills left, right, and center. And, Trans was setting up corners for his team, and he even got a few clutches coming in. But it just wasn't enough in the end for ROG to get it over the line. 13-11 was a very, very close affair. And you know what? I do have to give him credit where it's due, because ROG Academy pulling 8 to 13-11 when you're down so far low, 9-3, is something that is commendable, as so did Samurai Esports. But hey, ROG is a brand new team. They were formed recently, and you know what? They shouldn't be feeling bad about this match, because they've got a lot more to prove, and I'm pretty sure that they will.
All right, and you can see here on the standings, Samurai Esports now with another win, and this is exactly what they want. It just allows them to secure that spot. Because of their 2 wins amounting to 4 points, they are placed 3rd. And on the side of ROG Academy, not looking too good for them. They're going to be placed on 7th. So it does seem that all 3 matches for the whole group has been played. Those were the final standings. and we will be moving forward in the competition. We're going to have more matches and whatnot. Now, looking at Group B, right? What are your overall thoughts on this group? How do you think their future matches are going to be? Do you think, the teams that are right at the top, like VLT, Enigma, are they going to stay there? Or is the competition just going to get a lot more heavy, you think, Assassin?
Yeah, see, there's a reason we call it the group of death as well, right? So there are a lot of teams out there in this specific group that have been consistently putting up the performance, and they are taking themselves up to the next level every single time they play a match. And I guess they're just leveling up every single match they play. So you see Velocity Gaming, you see Enigma Gaming, you see Samurai Esports. Every single time they play, they bring in something new on the table, and that is exactly what we expect them to do in a league like the TEC Gauntlet Season 1, powered by AMD, Ryzen, Radeon, and WD Black. Of course, their goal is to just level themselves up every single time, and in my opinion, things are gonna get way too heated up. Like it's just gonna be at a point where we're gonna be left scratching our heads as to what exactly is gonna happen next. Like we as analysts and casters are gonna be left in a doubt as to what might happen. Like who might take it? Nobody knows, because everyone is just bringing in something new on the board every single time they play. Like yes, there are similar plays, but at the same time, in order to stay unpredictable, they do tend to update themselves. And with the recent patch and the entire update, right, there have been a lot of changes that have been made as well in the entire composition for all of these teams. So many agent changes, so many players are picking up different agents as well, try to find alternatives. So all in all, it truly is going to be interesting moving forward for Group B especially, but for Group A, I'm not sure.
All right. So this actually brings us to the end of the second half. We'd like to congratulate Samurai Esports once again for taking the win. And as for ROG Academy, keep fighting. There are very few matches to go, so the competition is getting a lot tighter. So remember to like and subscribe, hit that bell icon so you get notifications whenever we are live. You don't want to miss out on the action. Also, registrations for the Season 2 Qualifier 1 are now live. Do check out the link in the description and take part in the largest event for Valorant here in South Asia. All right, don't miss your chance at all. My name is Apollonia. I was your host for today. Thank you, Universe and Assassin, for joining me here on the analyst desk. And earlier today, we had amazing casters like Aggressive as well as Quake. So we hope to see you guys tomorrow. Good night, take care, and happy gaming.
Thank